I absolutely think he
There's
is,
just too much
but
evidence.
I have lost my emotion about it. I don't care anymore. Like, the reveal should have happened long ago, in my opinion.
The
It's been
reveal should have
drawn
happened when
out.
he was
No,
fighting
definitely
fucking
not.
Hawks.
Definitely not. Because the only people who actually care about the Dobby reveal is no character in the story. It's only the
that's
fans that have
exactly
made it
right.
such a big deal.
Right.
There's no
We getting up there. Portia, you didn't miss nothing. I didn't record. Well,
We haven't
technically
even
I did.
started. We're good.
Okay, technically I started recording like 2 minutes ago, but like I did intro because I'm just we started talking, so you know what I'm saying. It gets sometimes, you know what I'm saying. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, civilians of all ages, what's poppin'? The main establishment, Townzie, bringing y'all yet another Hero City podcast. We got the gang in this mug. One time for the one time, my boy Dustin.
Hey.
Ian in the cut with my boy. First time here. Appreciate you for coming through, my brother.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
Of course. My boy Sherm, Vice Mayor. One of the three that's here right now.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be back here again.
Twitchy, my boy. That's my listen. Duo, my guy. Appreciate you coming
Episode
through.
4, let's go.
Hey, Portia, listen. I don't know. You talking? Hello? How you doing today? Nope. All right, cool.
She gonna
Vontae.
come in at some random time like last time and steal a show and shit.
And just be slandering. Vontae, what's happening?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Remember My Hero over Basic Clover?
What? You gonna start it off like that every time? Every time you said facts. Oh, hold on. They can see you on the screen. Yeah. They'll see your typing portion. They'll see you typing. All right, cool. That works. My bad, Dustin. I cut you off.
No, I was about to say and one piss, but that was just insulting.
Alright. You know what I'm saying? That hurt a little bit. It be like that sometimes. Nah, we got a little My Hero on the topic this time. A banger chapter though. Why? For what reason? It didn't need to go this hard.
Ain't gonna lie, my expectations was kind of higher, like depth higher.
Right.
Like,
Same.
so like it kind of like tempered it a bit to where it's like I was like, but it was still like I was like I should be more excited about this moment than I'm like physically am. But I recognize it still like it's like great and all the details on Twitter. But it's dope chapter.
That exactly what I was about to say. of the details on Twitter. If motherfuckers ain't saying that listen, I think everybody named Mama saw that it was trending. Aizawa, MHA 282. It's like, damn, what happened? I'm surprised it was just what it was instead of that too. Like that's why I was like, I wasn't mad, but it was like, well, I don't.
I was hoping that the trending confirmed his death because some of us were asking for it last time, but.
I still thinking.
I'm just glad Eraser leg didn't trend.
Huh?
That's true.
I'm gonna start trending tomorrow.
Do y'all think he can't die now because he didn't die this chapter?
Absolutely not. He still got his quirk.
Well,
wait, no, absolutely so. My bad. Not. Absolutely so.
Like,
he can absolutely die.
It absolutely depends if he has his quirk or not. If he cut off his leg in time, then he still needs to die because he's still keeping Shigaraki at bay. But if Shigaraki can use his quirk and the bullet worked, Aizawa was staying alive till the end of the series.
Well, he at least blinked.
Oh my god!
Because Shigaraki's wounds closed up. So
well, and he scratched down his face. Now he didn't like gouge out his eyes or anything, but I think it'll be similar to the Nomu when the Nomu was bashing his head into the ground. But where last time it destroyed his orbital floor, as they say, so he can't hold it as long. I think this time when Shigaraki scratched it down, I think he like it might be like he's Hawk's quirkless, where he just can't use it because his body is destroyed. Because Hawk's lost his feathers, and Mirako is relying on her legs, and her legs are destroyed. So I think it might be pseudo quirkless.
I wasn't under the impression that he lost it. I was under the impression that he just kind of flinched because Shigaraki grabbed his head.
And last time we seen him, one of his eyes is completely closed, and the other one is like barely a slit.
And there's blood coming out of it. Yeah.
Our recovery girl gotta die. Where she come
but it was
from?
like crazy.
Where did she come from? Where did she come from? Come on, boy. You just want people to die. You just want them to die. No, but it did look like he might have got a finger into one of them eyes or whatever, and then like they had blood. Like, it was dark and bloody, kind of bloody-ish. I feel like Horikoshi purposely didn't show it, and it's like, maybe one of them is gone, but does that mean he can't use his quirk if one eye is gone? Question mark.
I would imagine as long as he has one eye, it'll still work perfectly fine. But it all depends, like, because I'm depending on how far Todoroki sent him away. Like,
Your field.
Can Aizawa even see him through the ice right now? Like,
and then his field of view is definitely way less than what it was. One eye.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah, but it's like it's barely even open though. Like it's barely open.
And it's probably twitching. Because, no pun intended. And it's probably twitching.
By the way, shout out to Aizawa for not only cutting off his leg, but he did not blink when he did that, because they show like his eyes so close to closing. Like Horikoshi's been pushing this Aizawa's cool agenda. He didn't have to convince me anymore, but he has super convinced me now.
He's already convinced Shigaraki. He's convinced me.
Yeah.
I mean,
listen, man, hero Batman going crazy, man. Anime Batman, man, niggas don't know about anime Batman. I don't know why they switched to it at first. We can go ahead and go to our first topic. It's a discussion. It's a chapter discussion. Y'all know what's going on. We got a new segment. Chapter discussions now. We out here. Eraser has the goat. We can continue.
Well,
That's all.
I mean, he eats the goat with chicken legs, because if a knife can cut your leg off, then you got skinny calves.
Oh yeah, he got chicken legs. Yeah, that little baby ass knife. He cut his leg off with that.
He thought of Eri. He had the power of 10 men. So
I see.
Well, but Shigaraki already had fucked his leg up though, so it was easier to cut off.
And the Nomu crushed it. Like that's the one that Nomu literally.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys keep the mistake by Horikoshi though?
Yeah, whenever it originally was
panel?
crushed, it was the other leg.
It was the reverse leg of what got grabbed by the high end, which is kind of disappointing. But I mean,
it'll just get fixed in the
whole
volume.
panel was disappointing.
Yeah. I don't know though. Did Horikoshi make a mistake, or did you not? You may have to reread that panel. Maybe you.
No, that's been confirmed by multiple sources, and I've checked it. So
I went back and looked at it too. It's the wrong leg.
Personally, I thought the panel was ugly as hell.
They're gonna have to show me, because Horikoshi too great. I don't think he makes mistakes.
It's literally like the most baby of mistakes you could ever make. It's like, oh no, now the plot's changed. It was his left leg. No. Like it's
pointing it out. I mean, all I'm saying is attention. Portia said, "Berserk would never. I'm tired of you." Berserk stands supreme.
Berserk got to release chapters consistently to even have mistakes.
Hello. You're not gonna tell me Miura ain't never made a mistake in his life. I don't want to hear it. Nah. But
she's about to mute herself and go off on us.
But I still fear for Eraserhead's life, absolutely, because he still got that broke ass quirk. You have to fucking come check a nigga real quick. Hold on. I said.
Have you read Berserk? No.
I haven't. Eraserhead the goat? Question mark?
I mean, yeah, but
yes, absolutely.
still mid.
He's a goat.
He's still what's still behind? Hold on. The slander won't be tolerated. It's actually what the slide says. That's what the slide says. Slander will not.
Why is he mid? Like
they say he the go to the mid. The go to the mids.
Nope.
I mean,
I was trolling.
That's what they say. I didn't say. I said that.
Jesus.
They say to go to the mids.
I mean, he goat. He's a goat. The goat. I don't know about all that. A goat. You know what I'm saying? He one of them. He wanted to.
But did he become a goat recently, or has he always been a goat?
He's always been a goat.
He
came recently for me.
I was say recently for me. Recently for me. Always been a goat.
Now he's like most characters, retroactively once you see kind of like, oh, where the character you can go back to the earlier stuff and be like, oh, okay, this is
a retroactive goat.
Nah, he was not a goat. He was getting beat up by Nomu.
I never like disliked him, so
he was always
like a great character to me because
he was going crazy in the USJ arc until Nomu pulled up.
Right. Well,
that's what made him even better, because Nomu pulled up and he didn't quit. He could have just like
Nomu was whooping his ass.
Nomu didn't quit either. Bing, bing, bing.
But whenever
his face into the ground, bro.
I thought he was gonna die back then.
This is just me. I feel like Recovery Girl and Eraser need to like get disabled or die or something to really have an impact, because they're the top. No, because it's like they're the top people. Like Recovery Girl's the top like healer, and then like he's like Eraser is like erasing quirks. So
She old.
about
She'll
to
peel
just-
over soon.
He already disabled. Well, you mean like
I
quirk
mean,
disabled?
I mean, we killed her husband, so like,
She old. She'll die. It's coming.
I mean, Gran Torino's dead over there in the corner, rolled up like a
Oh.
cockroach.
Okay, but hold on.
Just because
Hold
they old doesn't
My
mean they're
soul.
married.
What
Come
do you
on.
mean? Not a cockroach. My soul. Hold on. Not my guy.
You
Not
know
my
he's
guy.
crawled. You know
Wait, I
he's
zoned out for a second. Did she just call Gran Torino a cockroach?
She said
Yes.
he dead like one.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, you talk to him. You talk to him.
Oh Lord.
Not Grandpa Torino.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's Goat Torino. All I'm saying is let the plot thicken let the plot thicken and my dude have been all up in Nana. Listen, all
His
I'm saying
corpse
is
isn't even cold
all
yet,
I'm
and you're
saying is if he was
slandering that
clapping them
man?
cheeks and that's
Oh,
his
hell
child, bro,
Okay.
he's goaded.
No.
Goaded.
I
There
didn't
you
say
go.
he wasn't goaded.
Huh?
He's just curling up right now.
He's
He's,
already goated.
taking a nice
Using
nap.
goat thighs,
dirt
that's why.
Are we gonna talk about how Deku was kind of just like going off this whole chapter?
I know, he was
He still was
Hey.
crying.
He beat the
Deku
shit
was
out of
still
Shiggy,
crying.
dog. Well, okay, he beat the shit. I mean, he was just tanking it,
Deku
so
was
he
going
didn't beat
off.
the shit.
He got a
Listen,
black whip
and hold on.
gauntlet.
And what fucked me up is the way Deku was talking. My
Yeah.
nigga
Oh,
said,
yeah.
my guy said, I'm gonna put it into Shiggy. I put it into you. Wow.
He's threatened to kill villains
He
before.
was talking like Bakugo.
I'm saying, yeah. I said, I'll put it into you. Deku? Izuku?
He was talking like Bakugo.
Who is this young man?
Bungo wasn't doing shit.
Mr. Midoriya.
Thank you. Bakugo was
what-
mid.
He just
He took
threw
out
one of the
one
bullets.
of
Bungo is not mid. Bungo is not mid.
He
That's
just threw one of the
crazy.
bullets.
He's not mid. Yeah, he did. He didn't do shit, but he still did something great. Low key, like
That's Bakugo for you.
yeah.
Gets all
Damn.
the face.
That's still my guy, man. That's still my guy, man. Bakugo
She
out
called
here,
everybody.
bro.
She called like the greatest characters mid. That's
For no reason.
kind
Oh nah. There's one she didn't call me.
who?
Ooh.
Senior Todoroki.
Oh,
He's alright.
dang.
What-
Yeah.
I'm just
Mhm.
happy. I just can't wait until he sees his father freak out because his child's not dead.
All I'm saying is we
All I
got.
want is-
All I'm saying is we got a topic a little something like that a little later in the
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's the second.
Yeah, I was saying later.
We
Next
go
up.
ahead and get that motherfucker right now, shit. So everybody pulling up right now. We got the Todoroki family, Shoto, Endeavor, Dabi, about to be okay. Possible Todoroki family, quote unquote. Todoroki family all pulling up, might be in the same spot. So what we let's go ahead and get our general thoughts out about this whole situation. Dabi, who that?
I
Toya, who
can't
that?
wait. I got a bet with a friend. He don't think Dabi is Toya, and when he lose, he got to dress up in a clown suit. So I can't wait.
Oh,
for that to be
it might be
paid.
time. Hold on.
I can't wait for Dabi's dialogue because I know he's going to talk so much and they're going to have it on live and Endeavor's going to get extra exposed.
I
It's
need
going
that.
to be beautiful.
I need that.
I do not care if Dabi is Toya or not. I just want it
Whoa,
to be.
no.
well,
You have to care about that.
No,
What do you mean?
I want it to be revealed one way or another so we can stop talking about it. I am
If Dabi
over
is not
Dabi.
Toya,
like,
I'm
I'm
almost
over
dropping my
it.
hero.
What you
No.
mean?
I am
What?
so over it.
Ain't nobody else. Okay, no, it's not. I don't blame you. I ain't dropping it though.
Like, who else could Dabi be if he's not Toya? Like what?
Oh no, dog. You know,
He's a
Burning.
cyborg clone, obviously.
You know what I'm saying? He could be
Yes,
like
he
he could
is.
be Burning Sun or some shit.
I would come out of retirement that week just to tear
Horikoshi is trash.
Tell Horikoshi yes. He'd be below Tabata for me if he did that.
I feel it.
I'm so tired of these theories about is he or is he not. I just want it confirmed one way or another. So
What do you
There's
think,
no
sir?
fun there.
Oh, he knows
That's
it.
what a theory
I think
is.
he is. Like I absolutely think he
There's
is.
just too much
But
evidence.
I have lost my emotion about it. I don't care anymore. Like the reveal should have happened long ago, in my opinion.
The
It's been
reveal
drawn
should've happened
out.
when he was
No,
fighting
definitely
fucking
not.
Hawks.
Definitely not. Because the only people who actually care about the Dabi reveal is no character in the story. It's only the
that's
fans that have
exactly
made it
right.
such a big deal.
Right.
There's no character in the story who's like, who's Dabi? What's his purpose? What's his story? That's literally only the fan base. It is only
Right.
this arc that it has ever been brought up.
They
What's this guy?
saving it for the when they all get together and they family, Nani.
Yeah.
Right, and that's exactly
You know
why
what I
I'm waiting
really
for the
wanna
fan
see,
base to
though?
move on. I'm so
I
tired
really
of seeing that conversation.
no, but you know what I really want to see? I want to see like, but it was like a mini theory like years ago though. Like they were saying like this big battle would happen and like Deku's dad would like low key drop in.
I mean,
And I always thought that was kind of cool.
That dude can
His
breathe
dad got
fire.
dropped.
Unless he's a dragon, also, I don't think he's doing anything.
not to.
Yeah,
No,
he
they're
just
saying
breathed
like the
fire.
people from like America, like they called them to help. So
Who's
like
them?
America's going to hop.
This is all happening
Yeah.
in like 20 minutes. I don't think
Because
they
that's-
can get
yeah,
there in
okay.
time.
No, but like since they had like hawks and stuff, so like hawks
So you
did like
think
tell
that-
other people.
So you think the commission already hired help from outside of Japan for the
Yeah.
situation?
I mean, this is a
Yeah,
plot.
because I feel like
they did plan this out.
I mean,
because this would be a great world builder. It's a waste of our
I
opportunity.
need that,
if you're not
man.
expanding.
That's all I want.
It'd be a segue too.
Because America
Yeah.
has to be tied in.
If
It's too much
Shigaraki,
American
if
stuff.
Shigaraki loses this arc, I'm dropping my hero.
I'm
No,
gonna be so.
I will
I will
wear a
There
I'll
is
so
absolutely
fucking
zero
upset.
chance he
No,
loses here.
I'll be
no,
so
don't drop it
upset.
because it's probably
It would
going
be
to be like a test run. Don't drop it
A
because
who?
people are like, oh
We've
no,
had
I'm
no
dropping it,
test
and then it's going to be like all in like Deku's head. He's going to wake up from a coma.
That's why I hate Seven Deadly Sins.
Seven Deadly Mid.
Seven
Oh
Deadly
my-
Cringe.
Oh my fucking god.
Seven Daily shit.
Never watched it, never read it.
Hey,
Middly,
good.
middly, mid.
That's good.
Don't do it.
Don't. Ain't nothing in there for you.
I was
It's
heated
that
that
bad?
day.
But
I
like,
was
people are like,
heated.
Seven
Deadly,
is so
Seven
good.
Deadly would go like 20 chapters of being trashed and like 20 chapters of being fired and 20 chapters of being trashed. Like that shit was.
Okay, but then that last. Okay, but that last garbage dump, that last garbage fire of the
Oh yeah, I've
two
been
arcs,
dropped
bro.
it before then. I've been dropped it before then.
Oh,
I couldn't take it.
I just wanted to body slam everybody.
Yeah.
It was
It-
not it.
It was
Wait, what you
not
talking about when it was
consistent.
was it when the Escanor reveal was going on? I ain't gonna spoil it.
Uh,
The part you talking about?
It was when something happened to Elizabeth.
No, but I mean like was that around the time when the Escanor reveal already happened?
Which reveal?
Yeah, I got to. I can't say.
It was past that, I think. Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah. I dropped it. I dropped it.
It was like
after
chapter
that.
chapter 310.
Man,
Like
I
I'm
dropped
pretty
it.
sure. I'm pretty sure that's.
They
the
gotta tell
exact
me
one.
about the Elizabeth reveal like off
Oh
like,
my.
DM or something
Yeah, I
because
got
I've been dropped it before then because I
I
was this
got
shit's
you.
ass.
Oh, it was so bad.
We
Oh.
gonna continue with this Todoroki shit, you know what I'm saying? Listen, my boy Toya
Shit
out
brought the
here.
stream
My
down.
boy Dabi
I mean,
out here.
I am proud that
family.
Todoroki did keep up with them at the, you know, how fast they were going. I did give him that. I give him that.
When? Right
I
now?
was disappointed. I want to see Ochiko right there instead of him.
That's I was saying, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
she
she-
gotta
That was a
help.
good payoff though for the stars. I love that.
No,
I
yeah.
love that, like that little detail. It rewards the reader because there's so many like subtle details that I find in the story, and sometimes I think, am I overthinking this? But then like stuff like this happens where it's like, wait, there's an extra star there, and nobody brought attention to it,
Right.
but it actually comes back, and you feel rewarded as a reader for catching it.
Absolutely. I love that shit.
Yeah,
Was,
it was absolutely a toss up on if it was Ochako or Todoroki. who that
Was
star
they together? Wasn't they standing together? Him, or was it? I know Ida.
Yeah,
was-
when they dipped. When
Yeah.
they dipped.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just dipped.
I'm looking for that chapter, right? Well, looking at
Well,
that chapter.
Right.
Because the whole
Yeah.
community, we assumed that they was gonna be following them, but we just wanted like is it Todoroki and Ochiko or like what is it? We didn't know.
Yeah, but Townzie already said it in his video. But the three who were talking about it were Ida, Suyu, and Ochako. So
it's
those
Sue.
three,
Never mind.
so those three might go and try and see what was going on because they're like the other main students in the class who would get the most development and emotion out of seeing Aizawa in the state he's in.
I thought the three of them were the closest to Makia.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I was gonna say Horikoshi's gonna have
Okay.
to super justify that because there's no way they're gonna be like Todoroki's like I'm gonna go get the boys back, and then the other kids are gonna go we're gonna get Todoroki to get the boys back. Like that's really
I
irresponsible
was
as a
talking.
hero.
I was
They're a
talking-
little preoccupied
I
right
haven't
now.
read anything, so
Oh
yeah.
Lord, have mercy.
Tired of it.
She didn't read the shit. That's crazy.
nah.
But no,
Yeah.
Uraraka's there so she can touch Gigantomachia, and then Sue will just toss him into
Into
space.
space.
I was
Yeah.
thinking it was
Well,
going to
yeah.
be like overhaul arc, and Ida would carry both of them on their shoulders because he's the fastest in order to get there in time. But
I was thinking. I was talking to
That's
Ian. We
back
like maybe they'll hit your ride somehow.
Yeah. Now, I mean, like,
with her slingshot.
Now, this may have just been me entirely understanding of the panels, but I didn't think they were. I didn't think they could see Gigantomachia in the distance. Like I thought they were just hearing about it on the news.
No, but I think he's
And
in,
then, like-
by the chapter. We think he's in the same city, right? Ain't they in the same
Hey,
or like
see,
approaching?
I don't know if they told us what city they evacuated. So I don't know if the city that they were evacuating in that was close to the hospital is in the same direction he's going to be coming from, you know?
Well, they can't be in the city that he's in currently at the end of the
Right.
story. 'Cause there's no way they would have evacuated the city they just left,
Right.
and then nobody told this city they're going into like
Right.
immediately to evacuate. Like they're all living their lives normally. So
Right.
I think
So-
he's somewhere else.
And that's why I think it's so important to have Ida there, because he's the only one that can get to another city
Exactly.
as fast as they need to.
Yeah. He's faster than Gran Torino. So
Ain't shit they can do to mock you.
At all.
They can make him float.
they can literally float him and kick him into space. End of story.
No.
He's bodied 86
You don't
people.
know
He's
all of
still
his
running.
quirks, so yeah.
He has anti-gravity.
Who knows?
He might be. Hey,
You saw
listen,
Gucci
Mike,
is?
you
You
might
don't
be a
know
little
what stuff
broken.
to wear.
He has.
No,
he
Maki
has
is
his own
definitely
gravity.
broken.
I'm saying
That's
if he
what I'm
would have had that.
saying.
I'm
You
saying
don't
if he
know
would have
what's
had the
in
anti-gravity
Maki.
shit. I'm just talking shit.
That'd be
He was
hilarious.
literally a present from One for All. You don't know what's in him.
Pause.
Got to open him up.
He was the first quirk user
Pause.
of the moon.
God damn, that's it. Right?
Loosen the quirk around and allow it to flow.
Okay. All right.
What?
We'll see.
Yeah,
So,
that totally agrees with the Todoroki point, right?
You know what I'm saying? Listen.
How did we get
Todoroki
off
is-
so topic?
It be like that
Todoroki
sometimes.
was going for the kill too. Todoroki was about to
Boy,
get
Yeah, he
you.
didn't
he
know that
tried
guy
to
had
end
it
that
again.
man. That's the thing.
No, he's
Deku hit
not.
that man. Even I know you said Todoroki, but Deku hit that man with 100%. A
Yeah, he
hundo. And he still
Right,
bit the
right.
nigga arm like, you know, like
All right.
nigga, let go of my arm. What's wrong with you?
And then he
And
and
I-
then
How
he yanked
great.
him in like a dog when he grabbed him with
Wait,
Black Whip by the legs and
No,
then did the
seriously.
uppercut. That
Y'all
was
see the
great.
bottom row of his teeth when he bit Izuku? Them
Yeah, that
muggers.
shit was fucked up.
Mm.
Wow.
I wonder, does like his quirk now make him hungry? Like, does he like want to consume human flesh, like Shigaraki?
Why?
No.
Because
I'm
he
gonna go ahead and say a
bit
hard no.
Right.
What if he
There
like
is
starts
no
killing
reason.
people? Like, what
I
if
think he
starts
just
like
wanted to hurt this boy, and he did exactly
Right.
that.
It
As
was-
fast as
he's
he
a jerk.
could.
She
I need
warming
to get
up.
this man off me. I'm going to bite him.
She getting the practice shots.
I think
and
low-key-
she doing the layup line.
Yeah, I did see that panel. Bakugo was kind of shook, I think, when he bit him. He was like, whoa, he's out here biting? That's my quirk.
Oh, like,
He's
leave
like,
your
I
what
was
the
only
fuck?
checking that's too far.
Like,
Mhm.
boy, you
How a
hungry?
nigga hit you over the head and somehow he's biting you.
That's why I
That's
was so confused. I was like, bro, how did you fuck this up?
You never seen a police dog when they lock?
Well, I think it's just that I think it's
Shigaraki
like
is
when-
not a police dog.
Well, I think it's just simply that you hit him in the head, your hand goes down their head when their head goes down, and then he just went raw and bit it.
Oh yeah, it could have followed through. Okay, that's a weird
Yeah.
follow through, but you know what I'm saying? I do get it though.
Yeah,
It's
because
just-
he ain't got no arms, so
Yeah.
he's just like, all right.
and he
he's
don't
like,
know.
right.
You know what? He don't know how to fucking fight either, so that makes sense.
Now, while we're back on talking about Deku and Shigaraki, I do want to say Deku was looking a little saucy with a black whip wrapped around his gauntlet.
Mhm.
Going crazy. Yeah, that
I'm
was
just
using them
saying.
both at the same
Shigaraki's
time. That was clean.
Mhm.
That was clean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He like he
I'm just
ready to
saying,
tie
he's
Shigaraki to a rope and
he is getting his sauce slowly.
But see, it's crazy, bro, because they doing all of this to barely contain a quirkless Shigaraki. You know what I'm saying? Like they going all
Well,
out.
And
that's
Endeavor
one
thought he
person.
could take him out with his baby little fire flames, and Deku just hit him in the head with 100%. So that means that even if Endeavor got there, it wasn't going to do anything.
And imagine like what he's gonna do. What they gonna do with him being like Noah's Azura? You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
Like, nothing they
Does
can do.
anybody know the time? So like the time
Like
of
how
like the
long it's
time
been?
stamps. Yeah, so like has it been like just 10 minutes?
Probably.
Or-
I want to say.
Yeah, I think it's been
I wanna
at
say
most like
between-
25.
That's what I was about to say. Between 10 and 15 is what I was gonna say. But 25, that makes sense because like the Ryugu shit, Endeavor shit, it did not take him long to destroy the whole city. I know it was like
Not at
2.5 chapters, but that was not long at all.
So
Shit, like 1 second. They woke up destroying shit.
My God,
yeah,
damn.
so like
He did.
has Japan declared national like emergency?
Nigga.
Like, they should.
It's on the news.
Yeah, they did all
Not
the news.
Tamakia.
They are slowly
Is it?
working their way towards that. Like,
Because I mean, wouldn't Japan technically be like ground zero then?
Well, I
If
mean,
Shiggy
well,
actually
they was
it
since they was
depends.
already planning,
It
like
depends.
if they was already planning for like all of this, then you would assume they plan for worst case scenario.
I mean,
I would
we
worst
all
case
plan.
Scenario is
I
everyone
say
dies.
assume. Then I'm saying assume. I don't know. They might not be ready for worst case. Still not ready for worst case scenario. Oh, that shit was clean. I just switched back to the chapter discussion slide. I know it'd be like that sometimes. But since we actually said that, Shigaraki, is he stopping at Japan or is it time for the whole world? The whole world gotta go. In that
Wait,
case,
say it again.
so Shigaraki, is he like? Obviously, we know he wants. You know what I'm saying, destruction and all that. We know that, but. Is this it? Like, is Japan it, or is he just like fucking? You know what I'm saying? I gotta destroy everything in the
Right.
world too. You know, he
Yeah.
said I want to destroy everything. Is he trying to destroy everything in Japan, or like after he's destroyed everything in Japan, we moving to America and getting these niggas the fuck up out of here too?
Yeah, because essentially we know that Shigaraki
was
wants to destroy Hero Society, but is he only looking at Hero Society in Japan because that's the society that actually hurt him, or is he going for all of it?
Was that your question?
Well, he said
Yeah.
destroy
Yeah,
everything. so-
it was my question.
It
Yeah,
was
like
his
because
question. He clarified it.
I know a lot of people have been theorizing that Deku and some of the other students are going to be like going to America and a couple of
No, they're
other
gonna die.
and a couple of other countries for training and everything, which has kind of been set up in vigilantes. And with Pony being a transfer student, we know there are other hero societies. So if my only thing is, if the students leave Japan, I need Shigaraki to also leave Japan.
Why?
Well, because I don't want him staying stagnant and just sitting there while the
But
heroes.
I don't think
Let
we're gonna
him
see that.
have
Though.
his
I don't think we.
throne.
I don't think we're
Let
gonna see
him
that
have
though.
his feudal Japan.
Because if they go to America, it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna be a time skip. You know what I'm saying? So we're not really gonna see him sitting around that much.
Right.
And they're gonna come back to kind of like
Bro.
retake Japan.
Bro,
But-
like what
Right. I just
parents like
I
throw the
wanna
kids on
see
board
that.
and they die? Great.
I want to. If there is a time skip, I need to see that Shigaraki in the league made gains as well.
That's what I was.
You
About
know?
to, that's what I was kind of about to say. Like, I feel like they would try to get militant. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? They try to get like militant or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have a whole army. We know they got 100,000 people, but we also know Japan can hold a lot more motherfuckers. So if y'all are controlling all this shit's like. It's a lot of people.
Well, and Shigaraki said he's going to allow like Redestro to do his thing, establish his stuff. He's going to let Toga destroy the things she doesn't like. He's going to let Dabi do what he wants to do. So he might just be like, "All right, I did what I want to do. What do you guys want to do? Vacation? All right." And then they just destroy whatever they don't like.
I also
Right.
think it somewhat hinges on the conversation that he'll have with All for One, because I know the Prison Break arc is coming if it's not at the end of this
Prison
one.
Break chapter where he touches Tartarus and then it's gone.
I still think
Ain't it
that
I said that
Alpha
before.
died when he transferred
wait.
his quirk, though. I really think he died.
But
Oh,
we've
no,
seen.
no.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Because we haven't. I know. Technically speaking, we've seen his face, but we haven't seen him say words. But I forget which chapter it was.
No, like I mean, like his quirk activation when Shiggy was like saw All for One, and he was like, remember Shiggy was like tripping. He was like, "No, this
Yeah.
is mine."
I do.
That's all I was like. I think All for One like low key pulled an Elon Musk and like transferred his consciousness. I really do think that.
So he-
We don't know what quirks he has,
so he's a
so I think
Orochimaru.
he. Who?
Or so he's a Orochimaru.
Never watched Naruto. Never read. I've tried to read Naruto.
So he trying to grab the body of Sasuke. All right, I understand. I got you. I feel it.
Yes.
I do. I don't know though. Already dead.
My hero does not need that.
Already dead though.
Yeah, I
I
don't know
mean,
about
like
that.
it's like he's alive, but like I think he coded. So I think when Shigaraki woke up, all for one coded, and they're like, "Oh my god."
Do you think
That's
that
what
they
I
can?
think.
Well, the only way I could allow that in terms of like being okay with it is if he can still talk to All for One in his head, like have
Yeah.
conversations, because there's still
Like-
so many conversations they need to have. But I just don't.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I think his consciousness like transfer. Like you know how All for One, I mean no, One for All. It's like how, like how they be sending Deku messages. So I think All for One straight up skipped all that and just hopped over.
But I do think there's value in because I think a lot of us maybe have theorized every now and then that Shigaraki, the ultimate like stepping forward, would be to kill All for One, like completely like usurp him.
I'd be okay with that.
Or All for One just takes his body.
Like I don't think he needs to.
Shigaraki's endgame villain.
I don't think he needs to skip on it. It's like Shigaraki just has All for One now, so that's why.
I used to be on the body train because I don't think that All for One really cares about Shigaraki at all. So like, why would he? I don't think he's really trying to like set him up.
I always been half and half between it. I always been half and half between it.
All for One is
because
the
it's
hard
like
poker face.
Because like when he told All Might about the Nana shit, that was cool. It's like somebody. Like your mama got like a new man, and then he come in the room like, "That's motherfucker, your mama, nigga." Like you don't really care about my mama.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think
crazy.
All Might. I think
It might have started off as that, but I think that he genuinely cares about him, or at least that's the implication that I got.
He's like pure evil though. You know what I'm saying?
Every time I thought about that, I would just think to. I mean, of course, there's the body thing, or whatever, but I don't know if that would just be necessary. I always felt as though it's like if he really like wanted Shigaraki for anything, he would train him up how to use his quirk. Let me get that quirk, but
then take his body.
Yeah.
But no, there's no reason to
quirk or body. I was more so saying quirk, but I'm listening.
Oh yeah, but there's no reason for him to be like Shigaraki. You as a person need to grow, develop, make friends, and become a good leader. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to take your body, and all of that was worthless.
Unless he on his mom.
When he could just do that again.
When he could literally just do that.
So the thing that always gets me is the line in the Camino Ward arc where he says, "I'll always be there for you."
Oh, he gonna
before
be
he ditches him.
He gonna be a vested.
Ironic.
He gonna be there.
For sure.
Well, yeah. So he'll at least be a vested. But I do think that All for One at least cares about Shigaraki a little bit. So I really need that conversation.
But All Might said like All for One is the exact opposite of him. Like somebody said that. I don't know if it was All Might, but somebody said that about All Might and All for One.
It's like the same coin, but it's opposite. It's
Exactly.
like yin and yang.
So it's
So
like
that's
he
what I'm
has
saying.
no-
They get both. They'll fix Shiggy's issue and then fix not all for one and one for all combined should cancel each other out and
lost.
work.
I thought she was about to say what I was gonna say, but then she just went somewhere else. Like I was confused.
I think we're saying the same thing. I think it's like incomplete. It's like 1 + 1 = 2. So you need both to equal 2. So like they're both incomplete and they're supposed to be one because like brother and arm.
What you said, nigga. I am not saying what you said.
I'm following you now.
I'm not.
I got what you saying.
Like,
that's damn sure not what Dustin was about to say.
She said. Yeah, I don't get.
Like, I feel it in my heart.
1 + 1 = 2.
Because
because I was saying like, so y'all saying he has no reason to do what he does. Like he's just evil for the sake of being evil. So when you're trying to put, he had to put him to be a leader, or he was like, I don't think he really has no grand design like that. Like I think he's just literally.
Who are you talking about?
All for One.
Yes, he does.
But
I think
but what is it? We don't know.
He's just doing it to be evil. Like
Yeah,
he's literally doing it to be.
We don't have his motivation yet, though. It's like you can say no.
He has none.
He told it All Might. He said the reason because he said why would you do he said why would you do this if you could just have a new body or blah blah blah, and he's like, what are you talking about? I'm just doing what you do. I'm just passing on myself to other generations.
But I don't believe that.
Oh yeah,
I
don't believe that.
being an asshole.
I surely don't believe
that. He's being an asshole.
I think
maybe
he's
that
just
should
being
be
an
like
shit
an
nigga, bro. I think
theory.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's let us know his like his goals yet. I was reading through one of the chapters. I was reading through I forget which chapter it was, but Shigaraki said the Overlord's dream will die or some shit like that. So it was like, hold on. Like what is his dream? Not the Overlord. The Demon Lord's dream will die. He said that. So I'm like, what the fuck was the Demon Lord's dream? Because we know who that nigga. We know who the Demon Lord is.
Right. But then All Might said, "Oh, I see. You want Shigaraki to kill me," and he goes, "Oh, I wouldn't say that." So that's what he wants. He just wants to raise Shigaraki to kill All Might because it's not.
I can see that.
I thought Shigaraki always wanted to kill All Might low key though.
Yeah, I know, but he raised him to hate All Might.
Mission success.
Yeah, I thought
Shigaraki was upset because he was abandoned by society. Like mentally, he was abandoned.
All for One said,
and who was the face of society? All Might.
Yeah,
All Might.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think All for One pointed him in that direction because he was young when he got him, and I think he was like,
I
you
don't
know what I'm
know.
saying? He
But
kind of.
so it's like,
I
so
don't
it's
know
like,
because I
look,
feel like
the
Nana's
first
son
time,
could have
listen,
said some stuff
Portia,
about All
listen.
Might too. So
Portia, if anyone else,
no.
if anyone else would have found Tenko on the street and raised him instead of All for One, he would not have this hatred for All Might that he has. He could have still been
You know
put on
what?
the right
I
path.
don't think so. I feel like Nana's son knew more than what he was letting on. So I feel like he might have contributed because in the chapters, his dad didn't like heroes.
Well, that was for heroes, not All Might.
But Tenko
Yeah,
said
I don't
that
think
he
it-
would
I
have
don't
been
think it
He's a
was-
safe.
hero, so I
Tenko-
don't know.
He
Tenko
fostered
wanted
his
to be a
hate. He
hero, and
fostered
his
his
friend
hate
said that
for-
you act like All Might.
So I think that it is not specifically an All Might thing, a one for all thing. This kind of just popped in my head as we was talking, but it's like the first thing we hear of All for One being in Shiggy's body, or whatever like that. He's saying, "All right, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and grab that all one for all, bro." And it's like, wait, hold on. What if this whole time Buddy was just trying to get one for all back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, baby.
I'm just pointing
That's
out.
what
You know
I'm-
what I'm
I
saying? I'm
think
just
that's what I'm
pointing out
saying.
because of him like they like thinking together in the same shit. So I'm thinking like that might be his goal, but he ain't say that specifically. He just
There's
ain't
no way
shit.
he like genuinely wants to see Shigaraki win and be great. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't know about that specific. That's what I'm like. Yeah, I don't.
Well,
I don't.
The
He's a
question that
mystery.
I always have about him is he actually immortal? That's the primary question, because
Yes.
if he is,
Yes. Look at Mr. Potato Man.
well,
'Cause
hold
this-
on now.
Who is Mr. Potato Man?
He's Mr. Potato Man.
I'm gonna.
Who?
All for One.
All for
Oh,
One
he's
is
Mr.
bad.
Potato Man.
You have to ask the question: is he truly immortal?
I don't
And
think he's
if-
immortal.
Okay,
His
so
conscious is.
if he's not, then
Nigga,
he
all our
would.
consciences are immortal.
If he's not immortal, he would want to pass down his legacy to someone who will go even further beyond. Ahaha.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's a rational person's train of thought.
I mean, you can be
that isn't
evil and
unrational.
rational. I would feel he's very rational.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I don't think he's rational in the sense of rationality, if that makes any fucking sense.
No.
I see what you mean. He can. I see what you know. I
In
see
like
what you
the
mean.
common definition of the word.
Like I think his rational is not what people would think is rational.
It's like
You know what I'm
It's like Joker can be very rational. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Joker can be very rational, but not rationally.
Yeah,
I see exactly what you mean.
I've got chapter, it's 116. He says, okay, so I see. Your thought is Shigaraki is related to my predecessor, and you've spurred him to kill me and the boy. Is that the plan?
Who
And
told you to
all
flex?
for one goes, so?
Who told you to flex?
Hey, we
And
flex
play
around.
out-
What you talking
No,
about? We
Ian-
flex around here. What you mean?
All Ian-
We bring
all
the
Ian
got
power.
does is
receipts.
flex. All Ian does is flex. That's my boy.
And I'm not gonna act like I've been looking for a certain counter this whole time either. It's gonna be like that sometimes. No, listen, we bring the panels. We gotta bring the Carfax. What you mean?
I
That's
don't
how it
have
is.
That should be
Mike-
that should be helping though.
My
Huh?
quirk is
Yep.
photographic MHA memory. So it's
So
very, it's only useful in these situations to gain clout.
Nah, not cloud.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it be
Gotta
like that.
gain the women.
Cloud.
Those
points.
pillaged women.
Huh? What did he say? What she say?
I'm making a joke.
I wanted to hear it.
No.
That's
Nah,
crazy.
that's
That's how it is. It's crazy.
Now he's just
You're
denying.
just gonna hit and run. That's wild.
I thought it was a good joke. I wanted to hear it, man. Fuck it. What's next?
It's too late now.
All right, so we only
We
a
did
tad
not
off
touch.
topic.
We did not touch.
Only
We did
a
not touch
tad.
Todoroki.
Only a
Yeah,
tad
Todoroki
off
was
topic.
stupid.
No, we already passed Todoroki shit. Listen,
We didn't even
listen.
see you talk about it.
We talked about it for a little bit.
literally
Oh
were-
yeah,
we
y'all
literally
went back
were
to a fucking chapter discussion. So listen. We was on the Shigaraki shit for right now. Listen, we can go back. What y'all listen? I think we got it all. Tony, they related. I think
Yeah.
you're crazy if you think they fucking not. I think.
What else is
if
there
you-
to say?
You think they
What
not
else is there to
related?
say?
You're crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe you can talk about how maybe Ray and the siblings will react.
Well, they gonna react to whichever one dies because one.
I
might
don't know.
have-
I really feel like Ray knows that Dappy's alive. I mean, that's her kid. She felt like I knew he wasn't dead.
Like
But the
paternal,
thing is-
paternal instinct. Or
We
something?
gotta
Yeah.
but I feel like that more so.
I mean,
that more so depends on the actual situation of how. He
I wonder how
quote-unquote
Natsu
died.
would take it because Natsu and him were like super close.
Well, you know exactly. I mean, evil Natsu, baby. What you-
Like,
I'm
Because
ready.
Yumi
I
isn't
can
like
see
a hero. She's like a preschool teacher or something. She's not
But she
Yeah.
don't need to be. I mean, that's.
What if Endeavor?
They don't get
Endeavor
abused like
trained
the
them
other.
at all?
I'm about to say they didn't. No.
Nah, I think he tried to train each one of them, but once he realized they was trash,
Yeah, because they
went
said
to the
yeah,
next.
they're failures.
Waste of my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only have tiny red spots in their hair. They're not half and half. Get out of here.
Because
you,
I feel
you can only make snow flurries. Get the fuck up my face.
Yeah, you can make me ices, but that's about it.
I mean, shit, that's a quirk shit. That's
Is
especially
right.
here in Phoenix.
I mean, we don't know what their
Go.
quirks are. We just know that they weren't worthy.
Right. Yeah.
They don't look worthy to me.
They
Either.
didn't have quirks.
Yeah.
Nah, for
you
Yumi look worthy.
Oh yeah, she look worthy. Yeah, her quirk don't look
Worthy.
worthy.
Worthy for different reasons for you guys.
Huh?
Huh? What? She was saying
What
like
was
these
that?
jokes
What was that?
underneath.
What was that? NG Lover 69? What was that? I didn't hear you.
Let me have my divorced father.
Oh okay. Oh okay. Oh,
Are they
okay.
divorced?
Yes.
Are
I
they?
don't know about
I don't think so.
No.
Single dad shit. What's going on?
She on a stepmom shit too. It's like 4 or 5 kids.
Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm
They're all hers,
saying.
though.
She got
How
others.
you gonna react to Dobby dying? Being alive.
I'm going to grieve for my stepson.
Yep. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we all in agreement.
Just
Dobby.
like with my step husband.
Dobby
I would say
Todoroki?
I would say
Toya Todoroki?
99% that
Yeah,
he is
90
Toya.
The
Yes.
moment I knew that he was a Todoroki is whenever it's the famous scene whenever Todoroki jumps over, Dobby's like, "Oh, how sad for you, Shoto Todoroki." But it's not the line, it's that Horikoshi's an artist. He has to choose to draw shadows. It's nighttime, there's no reason to draw shadows, but he chooses to draw over Todoroki's face Dobby's shadow on his left side where the fire burn is. I'm like, "All right, done. He's his brother."
Oh, yeah.
Toya
Yeah,
and Dobby
from-
literally have
What?
the exact same hair.
From the
The
moment-
exact same hair. Nigga, they look exactly the same, except one has black hair. Bitch, you dyed your hair black.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, I think the first shot we see of him,
What?
he's literally outside of a barbershop. That's canon.
But you know what? Like, would really be like
What?
a trender?
I'll go.
We
I'll go
saw him
find
walking
it.
in the street, but I can't remember if there was a barber shop behind him or not.
Hey,
There
that's
is
a
in
lie.
the
That
anime.
would be,
I know there is
that
in the
would be
anime.
raw. That's all I'm
Wait.
saying. That would actually be raw.
Question.
Dobby actually went to salon to dye his hair. That's crazy.
I mean, shit,
Could
she gotta make sure that
Endeavor-
shit right. What you talking about? You gotta make sure that shit right. Ladies, come here.
I got
was
a
gonna say,
I got a
can
2
Endeavor,
I
like,
got a
do
2
that?
o'clock appointment. It's wild.
Can like
Oh, yeah,
Endeavor?
Dobby, yeah. I got
Make
a
this
2
friend.
o'clock appointment. That's why I was late. Sorry, shit.
I got a 2 o'clock with Sheila.
Sorry about that, Shigaraki. I know I was a little late. That's why I told her
Oh,
you ran
nothing.
hands.
I was just telling a joke. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Well, that was spiteful.
Oh yeah, that's
But
how we
could
do
Endeavor
around
make
here.
his flames as hot as Dobby or like Todoroki? Could they like make their flames as hot as Dobby?
Who? The other two? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I think visually we can see no.
I mean,
Nah,
'cause-
he got the hottest flames in the family.
Wasn't- I mean,
blue
they
flame.
had
What the fuck?
during
Oh.
the Stain arc. During the Stain arc, the
Oh,
anime
yeah.
drew Endeavor with blue flames for like one attack.
He had to, but that was like concentrated flame.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, because Todoroki
I'm
wants
saying
to
he-
cool
he
himself
could make his
down so he
flames
doesn't
that hot.
burn.
Well, I mean, if
Because Dobby
Yeah,
burns.
that's because he got 2 quirks. So
if we're going off of regular science, I just no, because there's just isn't blue.
Yeah.
Cause that shit hot. That's probably why he gets burned a lot more than they do. I mean, I assume. You
look at
assume they got
Endeavor,
special
though.
heat resistant suits. You assume emphasis on. I assume. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that.
I mean, not if his body's broken.
Who, Dobby?
Yeah.
Well, I was
Dobby's
talking about the other two. But that's why I was like, they don't
well,
get burned
Endeavor's
like that.
broken too. He said that in a chapter I do remember reading.
he what?
He's broken.
He said it's kind of broken. He can't go too hot. He'll
Well, I
boil.
mean, yeah, I
He'll
mean that
boil
he's not
himself.
broken. He just will boil because it's
Yeah,
fire,
that's-
and he's
Yeah.
That's just
You can't
that's
just,
just-
you can't
that's
just
the
boil you
drawback
can't just
of his
boil your
quirk.
blood. I was about to say.
Well,
spoilers,
that's
but,
another
yeah.
thing that points to the Toya being the Todoroki, because I believe that they mentioned that
Didn't he burn
Toya's-
himself to death?
his flames were hotter than Endeavor's even as a child, so that had a lot of kickback even from the start.
Who said
I'm
that?
gonna laugh.
Who was that?
They
Who
said that.
Who was that?
I'm pretty sure that they said that the
They did.
Toya's flames were
Said he
hotter
had a
than
weak-
Endeavor's.
Yeah. I'm gonna laugh if
I mean,
like
as a
Endeavor
kid
Loki
part, who-
wanted to save his son.
As a
Like
kid,
he-
yeah.
Of course, I never wanted to say like he. First
No,
of all,
no,
I mean, not in a
mean-
loving way, but he wanted to say
No,
he didn't want him to
no,
die.
I-
Probably.
No, I mean, like, what if, like, in a twisted way, Toya wanted to be a hero and Endeavor told him no
Get the fuck out of here,
because he would
trash ass
die?
nigga.
I just doubt that because he wanted somebody to beat All Might.
Oh, Twitch send me the panels?
Yep, I got you.
Gochi. We love to see it.
All right, yeah, and in episode 31, it's literally Dobby, and it says beauty salon right in front of him.
Oh, he just pulled out. Listen, he just got his shit done. What you talking about?
That's hilarious.
he said, "Shit, I'm gonna get my hair dyed for this League of Villains shit, bro. I'm gonna make sure I'm looking fresh." Actually,
So
wait,
where was Dobby?
maybe
So was Dobby
he
hanging
was
out
trying to
with
pull
them?
up in disguise for them. Maybe he didn't want them to look. Maybe somebody might notice I'm this Toya nigga. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dye my hair.
Well,
I'm gonna make
he told
these
him
fake
all
birds
about
on my
their
skin.
name.
Well, that's
Where
probably
was
real.
Dobby hanging out? Because
That
he's
was
been
his
dead for
first
a
line,
minute.
though. If you remember, he said, the name that I go by is Dobby. I'll tell you my real name later."
But I don't,
So,
what's the problem with the leg though?
so it's the wrong one. It's flipped.
But why is it wrong?
Because the Nomu grabbed the left leg, but Aizawa in the newest
everything else
chapter,
on the right.
his right is injured, and he also cuts off his right leg.
Yeah, but his right leg is injured because the impact from the bullet that Shigaraki shot at him.
No. If you show him being carried by Manuel and
It's
Rocklock,
been the right leg the whole time.
it's the right leg.
Yeah, so it's just in that one scene, he put it on the left, and then for the rest of the arc, it's been the right. Oh no.
I mean,
Yeah,
that-
it's not a big deal.
I was about to
It's
say nothing special.
that'll be something that he'll probably be able to
I'll just fix
fix
it in the
for
volume.
Definitely
Yeah,
definitely
exactly.
somebody gonna complain about. Ooh, boy.
Oh, I mean, he
Oh,
screwed up.
Lord.
He screwed up the twice thing, and he fixed that. So
Don't let the One Piece stands get a hold of this information.
Ooh, boy.
Oh man, I still do
I
not
throw
agree with
hands.
that twice apology. He did not need to do that. There's 3 or 4 different ways you could explain that, but
I
I mean,
whatever.
he just
Oh,
fixed
the
it.
whole
He
rape
just fixed
thing?
the story. So
Twice
The whole rape
apology?
thing?
No,
You're
no,
talking
no.
about
The thing about twice, it was like he said to Toga that he had to measure her again when he already had her measurements from before.
from the overhaul arc.
Yeah, but it
Or
wasn't
how
that
she
big of a deal because you could do like her measurements changed. You could have done that twice forgot because he's a little bit out of it in his head. Understatement of the year.
She might have grew a cup size or something in between.
I don't know.
Twice.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Or
that.
or,
wish that happened
or it
to
could have
me.
been
No,
or it could have been
this
one
ain't
of
One
the
Piece.
yeah, it could have been something along the lines of like, since she ingests so much blood, it'd be cool if her blood type actually changes. So,
That's wild.
But he,
I'm-
measure,
that
he,
is
don't- he
kinda
don't measure her
wild, though.
blood though.
Yeah, he doesn't need the blood type.
well,
just
he
needs
no,
size.
because he needed to do the blood transfusion, if you remember.
Well, that's just to keep her alive.
Yeah. But in
Yeah.
terms of the measurements thing, like there's so many other ways he could have explained that. So I
question.
don't agree with his apology or
Have
the
you-
need for an apology.
Wait, question: is Vigilantes going to be tied in soon?
Is it not?
Because,
like, I
It
was
already
thinking
has been
tied
tied
ends.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vigilante is 5
Oh.
years before the start of My Hero anyway.
Yeah,
Aw.
like they've already
Yeah.
tied in a lot of different
I
heroes
love
and
backstory.
things.
They might be
Yeah.
getting an anime.
There's
I heard it
Oh, I
is.
heard about that.
there's
I
a
heard
lot of
it is.
pro hero
Twitchy rubbing his
backstory.
like-
hands
stuff.
here.
But like, where's Dobby been? Because like he's
On-
cut off from Daddy's money. So
He be running
You
the
in the-
streets.
I mean,
what you mean? He be in the streets.
I was gonna say,
He be in the
dude,
streets.
He's
What
been
you
taking
mean?
out the
I mean-
trash.
Do
I
we
mean, have you
even
seen
know
his
when
stats?
Toya
Dobby
died?
isn't the smartest.
When he
He's
was a
not the
kid?
smartest one.
Right, like how long has Toya supposedly been dead? Like, do we even know
Since he was a
Well,
how
child.
long he's
I
been
say I
away
assume
from
he
the
was
family?
like 9 and below.
Most
Yeah.
niggas in the streets ain't that smart.
Well, you know that he
No.
trained with Endeavor.
We got some out here. You know what I'm saying? Some.
Yeah,
Well, I
it's-
mean-
Some. That's all. That's it.
I mean, like smarts is different smarts. Like they smart enough to survive. Like she said like he can't survive in the streets. Like,
Oh yeah,
you
no.
ain't gotta be-
No,
you know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
yeah, like
He'll learn.
Dobby didn't have straight smarts in the beginning. He couldn't have. Look how
How?
he was raised.
What you mean?
How you can have street smart?
You don't know how he was raised.
He
At
was
this-
raised in the
I mean, at
toughest
this point,
society.
I don't know how old that boy is, but I think at this point he's probably lived more years on the streets than with them motherfuckers, anyways.
True.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And
Well,
it's-
there is one
Probably.
theory that he was a part of that Hero Commission
Yeah.
program.
With,
Which I like.
Mr. Twitchy, you were on my Twitter. You saw the shippy, didn't you?
Oh,
Shipping?
That is not what I saw.
That's
I
not what he
muted
was
all
talking
that.
about.
No,
Say,
because
listen.
someone
Smart
brought up
man.
shipping.
Smart
Someone
man.
did shipping art of like Hawks and Dobby, and they both met in the Hero Commission.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a
And then-
theory.
People
Like-
were
like-
shipping that
Popular
before
theory.
that
Yeah.
reveal,
Yeah.
but
But like it was like how they put it. I think it was like they quote unquote killed Dobby off, and then they took him, and then like Hawks was already there, and Hawks wanted a friend, and he saw he had an Endeavor doll, and he didn't want to talk to him. So it's kind of cute.
That'd be horrible. That makes sense. That makes sense. See the Endeavor doll like I don't. He an Endeavor fan. That fucking bitch. Nah.
But then, oh no, you saying Dobby saw that he had the Endeavor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He smacked it out of his hand. He was a bully.
You said Hawks what doesn't?
No, Hawks got like 3 years on Dobby.
What is that? I don't even know Dobby's age.
He's like 19.
I mean, we can figure it out, kinda, because
it's probably just old.
He's older than Few. Who's the oldest?
The other nigga.
That's not descriptive.
That is descriptive. The other nigga.
Excuse me.
If it ain't that
Soda.
nigga, it's the other nigga. That's descriptive.
The other nigga, the older nigga. His shit. It's crazy. We don't know his age.
Natsu. Ain't Natsu the oldest? Oh no, Fuyumi's the oldest. No wait, who's the oldest?
I think Fuyumi's definitely the oldest.
I thought Ian would have chimed in on this point. He definitely know he know the answer.
I'm pretty sure. I feel like that about Twitch. You cut what happened?
I'm pretty sure it's Fuyumi, Toya,
Natsu,
and then Todoroki. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah,
So
Dobby gotta be 19.
Fuyumi's the only reliable
What?
source in Ray because Endeavor has been tripped out for years. Fuyumi's 23, so Dobby's probably like 26.
6? Older? I thought we were saying younger.
Nah, Dobby's younger.
No, I'm pretty sure Fuyumi's the
Dobby's
oldest.
definitely younger than her.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's 23.
Natsu is 19. So
if Natsu's 19, then Dobby got to be like 20.
So Dobby's probably 21.
20.
Yeah,
20.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
20.
Hawks would be the same age then.
Hawks is 23, it says, and Dobby does not have an age on his Wikipedia page.
And Toya doesn't have a birthday or deceased date or anything like that either.
I think it's possible. I want to say it's possible. He looked kind of older. He looked kind of older than Natsu. I want to say it was possible for him to be younger than Natsu.
The fact that he told Hawks who he was. I
love that panel. I love that panel.
Yeah,
like, oh shit,
that was great.
Bro, this Dobby backstory in this arc that's about to come up, that's going to happen in this arc. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Does Hawks know that Endeavor was abusive?
The Hawks what?
Does Hawks know like Endeavor was like abusive?
I mean, he probably had. He may have.
Probably not. Not many people know that.
If it was common knowledge that Endeavor was
nigga beat his fucking kids.
Even Natsu said that.
Then he wouldn't be like the number one hero.
Natsu said that the world doesn't know what he did to us. So.
Right. Yeah. Like Ray has specifically kept quiet about all of that, and she's probably the only reason why Natsu hasn't gone public with the information. Like, because Ray and Fuyumi have asked him not to.
What's abusive though?
Yeah. What's abusive?
Not letting them live their
verbally abused her and hit her. What are you talking about, sir?
No,
we never.
Okay, we absolutely.
Yes, you have.
We know that he at least hit her once.
He slapped the taste out of Ray's mouth. She had a flashback when she was cooking apple.
Dustin, do I have to pull out the chapter?
Yeah, pull up the. I want to see the panel of him slapping her.
Oh well, you don't see it. You hear it.
Exactly. We don't see.
Right.
We don't hear it. You can't hear nothing.
You saw her hit the
motherfucker. You know it's the sound effect. That motherfucker say "wop."
And he gotta smack something out of her hand. Like get that out of her.
And then you think
so they go off screen him smack a cup out her damn hand. That's crazy.
She said herself she was being abused because she burned.
But abused had so many different. She could have been mentally abused.
Take this L.
You know, she could have been mentally abused.
Mentally abused is still abused.
That's the guy who punched a child, and he did on screen. So
that's why I asked you, what's abuse? That's what I'm saying. What's abuse? Like what abuse? Like what abuse are we talking about?
Like we absolutely saw him like push Shoto to the limits and
he punched him.
And punch him. So we see him
punched him where?
In the stomach.
Yeah, like he punches him in the stomach. Like
that was a gut check.
My dude.
They said open gut, open chest, nigga. What?
Say it with your chest.
He's about to get YouTube.
Y'all,
Yeah,
y'all,
like
y'all
it.
ain't never played open chess. Y'all ain't never played open chess. It's just me.
I'm a
That was a
woman.
stupid
No.
game.
It
That was a
was.
stupid game.
It was.
I'm a
But
girl,
listen, all I'm
no.
saying is open gut. It's that. It was.
Alright. Chapter,
Or they slap you on the back of your neck if you don't like rub your head before you sit down or some shit.
Dog, it was all them. Why do we hurt each other as kids? I don't
Yeah.
fucking get it. I don't get it.
That's
Okay,
a
Bloody
deep
that's
knuckles.
discussion.
Quarters.
Oh,
Oh my
Okay.
fucking god. Mercy.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I was the king
Oh,
of mercy.
yeah.
I was the king of mercy.
Hey Dustin, when he says on chapter 39, "Get out of my way," slap sound effect. What do you think he hit?
The table?
I want to know.
Oh, okay.
I want to know what he did to her so bad. So he talked shit on.
Was the
He
table
said
on her
mean
face?
things to her so bad that she threw boiling water on her child. For some
That
mean
nigga-
words.
No, she was flashbacking. She
Honestly,
thought
Tony,
that he
yeah.
looked at Endeavor so much that she thought it was like a reaction.
Right,
So
but
she
what I'm
splashed
saying
water.
is his mean words like had her thinking that. That's what I'm saying. I understand exactly what went on. I'm saying her,
Actually, I have another thought about
He
that
could have been
scene.
abusing her in other ways. We don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying.
you
We
were
don't
trying
know
to
all
argue
Endeavor
against that. What
Yeah,
happened?
see?
What
She trying
happened?
to
This man
get back
really
over
steady
here.
hit the table.
The other thought that I
I'm
had about that
joking.
scene
I
with
know,
Ray,
I'm joking too. Don't worry.
I'm joking.
Come on, Mr. Twitchy. They're weak.
You go ahead.
the other thought that I had about that Ray scene is that Toya actually died, quote unquote, died right before then. So she was seeing the ghost of her dead son, and that's why she freaked out.
and threw water on him.
I mean, what do you do with ghosts? What?
If it's the ghost of your listen,
water.
the ghost of my fucking
I
dead
thought
sound
you
be like,
saw
dog, I need,
Endeavor.
bro, I can't get a hug, dog.
You're
my
telling
dead
me you're not
son
throwing the closest thing in your
I thought she
hands.
saw Endeavor.
to your
you see a
I
dead.
thought she
ghost.
saw Endeavor.
Yeah, okay,
Then you're gonna
that's
throw
that's
a
what she said. Okay, we
stapler at it.
understand. We understand. They thought that she said Endeavor, but his whole theory is that she may have seen Dobby Toya, whatever the fuck.
As well,
But
she
what I'm
saw
saying-
Endeavor as a little boy
But
ghost.
what I'm saying is, why the fuck would she throw water on her son, her dead son, her dead son?
Because he was
She
thirsty.
had
He's
pulled
been
one
buried.
out to the home.
Wow.
All she did was turn
I hate
around
Sharon.
and take the teapot and throw it. I'm just
She
saying.
got
pulled
All
one out
startled.
she
for the
did was
homie.
turn. I'm tired of all y'all. I'm so
She
tired.
got startled. That nigga Todoroki got quiet footsteps. She got startled. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
She thought
Somebody
he
just
was trying
snuck
to get-
into the Endeavor Manor. Somebody just
Yeah.
snuck. I
Maybe it was a
Somebody
test.
just snuck
Maybe
into the
Enji was
Todoroki
training
house.
her on the side. Maybe he
Whoa.
was training her on the side, and he was like quick movements, and like she had to be ready.
all I'm saying.
Yeah,
is
she
that
was
ice
trying-
court,
who was-
baby. Gonna go in. No, okay.
He's actually low key a great dad. He was just training his wife to dodge attacks. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah, Pokemon battle.
she failed, but that's her fault.
Overcome.
Teach his kid
Adapt.
how to take a punch.
Yeah,
Box
This-
with pops all the
I
time.
take it back. Endeavor doesn't need a redemption arc.
This conversation is great.
On the bright
This is a
side, we
great
still
conversation.
technically on topic.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
We're still technically on topic. Which one? Listen, we already did
What do you
3.
got?
What's
We took-
4?
Theory
took
about
a long
the
way.
shade.
Hero
Hero.
Commission. Next topic. Good, evil. Are they for the greater good? Or are they for their own?
I think they're the
selfish
final
desires?
boss.
I feel like the U.S. government.
So
I think
yeah,
they're
they
the
trash.
final
All right,
boss.
I understand.
Yeah.
I got you.
Be
They the
trash.
U.S. government. They modeled they modeled the Hero Public Safety Commission after the U.S. government. That'd be some shit.
You know what I think they're modeled after? I think they're modeled after the CCP. Oh no, you're going to get demonetized. Never mind, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I think it'll be alright. I think it'll be alright. I think I'll be good. Fuck that monetization talk.
You're going to get the second strike.
I'm not gonna get a strike, but I don't give a fuck about that monetization. Just talk about it.
Tell them again, twin.
Talk about it. We good.
All this chaotic energy.
I don't give a damn about. Listen, I don't give a damn about the 3 pennies I'm gonna get off this fucking video. Just talk about it.
No, I was saying the CCP, like how the CCP operates, is almost like how the Hero Commission operates.
Okay,
How
since
so?
nobody else gonna ask, I'm gonna ask what's the
What's
CCP?
I just said how so.
Chinese government, Chinese Communist government. Well, party.
No. What's the
Party,
P? Yeah,
okay.
okay. If I said what's the P,
Party.
government.
Party.
Nah,
Chinese
it's all the
Communist
U.S.
Party.
government. It's like capitalist, free market, like niggas getting paid to do that shit. Like, nah.
Oh yeah,
No.
like
No,
entirely.
the CCP is like the same thing. They
Manufactured
were paid
It's not a.
It's
It's definitely not a communist because not everybody's getting
No,
the
like
same
the
amount.
CC. No, I mean the Hero Commission low key controls everyone's thoughts. There's a reason.
That's not.
I
what
don't know
about all
communism
that.
is, though.
I don't know because
I think
it's
she
kind
being
of
broad
odd
with
that
it.
you're approving a hero police. So like you can use your quirk, but I can't.
That's
a
not controlling your
whole-
thoughts. It's just like a law.
That's just
No,
control. That's
it's-
just controlling. That's just them trying to be controlling in general, which is.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's just
And the
government. That's just
CCP is known
governments.
for doing that.
That's
So, like,
that's
think
just
about-
governments in general.
That's the
Yeah,
U.S.
but, like, you
government.
can't
That's the
trash
U.S.
a hero.
government.
It is.
I don't know if
just
I
saying-
necessarily say they're the U.S. government. I'd say they're more like the CIA.
I don't know
especially
enough
with,
about
like,
the
these
CCP
child
to say.
training.
Which is
Yes. No.
which.
No, I know it's
agent-
a section of the government, but I wouldn't say it's over or all encompassing like she's theorizing. I just don't know if it has enough power.
I think they have more power than what we're seeing.
Oh, of course. They train
So that's
motherfuckers.
why I
They train.
say-
They found and train motherfuckers
Yeah,
like
like-
hawks.
Yeah, like
That's
they,
what I'm saying.
they,
So
they
how many
absolutely
little
probably
winter
have more
soldiers are
heroes.
running around?
Huh?
I really want to know how many winter soldiers they got like running around.
The winter
Winter
soldiers.
soldiers.
Like little winter soldiers.
Why they go? If they supposed to be heroes, they're supposed to be popular.
I mean,
You think they just got?
Look at-
You think like the number 56 heroes actually capping? He's 4.
I mean, low key, like they could
On
just
some
like
Bleach, what's that
brainwash
nigga name? I
them.
forgot.
They could've
Went from 10 to
brainwashed
0. That shit was ugly as hell, bro. That shit was ugly as
You
hell.
talking about Washi? Washi could be
I
a
am
superhero,
the
you know?
ultimate centipede.
That motherfucker, bro. Dog, that shit was funny as shit. I'm like, 0? 0? So he's number 0. Cool, great. So he ain't shit. Alright.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Wasn't
homie, that-
Zero the strongest one?
It was, but it's just like I'm comparing. I'm like comparing this to that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was at like the she said it's like a winter soldier somewhere. So it's like I'm just like, oh well, what if number 56 hero is just like actually like low key number 3, but he just been
They got sleeper. They got I'm about to say they got sleeper cells.
Execute Order 66.
I mean, like
They probably do.
you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad. I can see it. I can low key see it. Most definitely. I do. I do think they are for their own selfish desires, whatever that may be. I do think they on their own shit. Whatever they're trying to do, they on some weird shit.
They got Gentle working for them now, so they should be good.
I
I
kind of
hope
think that they have a.
But like, I
kinda
wouldn't
think-
mind it.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Just because my boy. That's all.
Gentle is with.
I only say that because it's my boy, but I'm listening. My bad.
Gentle is with the police force, though, right? I don't think he's necessarily with the safety commission, but I was going to say I think they have a
He ain't in
beef with UA, because
No, he's not in Tartarus.
Okay.
no,
I'm just asking.
no, yeah,
just asking.
No, I think he's been given a second chance by the police.
It'd be dope.
Yeah, I hope he shows up this arc. That'd be really great.
yeah, like he absolutely.
You should see
No, I don't
Shiggy. You see
Name's been
Shiggy
set
just
up,
run
too.
into some air. What the fuck is
Well,
that?
especially since all the heroes disappeared off the streets, who's gonna protect the civilians if Makia comes through?
Oh, y'all ain't
Gentle
talking about,
criminal.
If
Well,
Gentle comes up, I am
No,
freaking
they'll have
out.
to-
Yeah,
they'll
because he's
have
gonna
to, like, defend
die.
You take
That's
that
like-
back.
I mean,
He got
also
ran over.
he gon' so he gonna body Mikey. That's what's gonna happen.
He's gonna make a giant trampoline and bounce him to the moon. It all makes sense.
I mean,
Eventually,
bounce him out
Maki
the
goes to
atmosphere.
moon.
You know what I'm saying? I bet you can't breathe up there, dog.
I don't know. I mean, I want to say like All for One wants chaos, so like he probably wants a jailbreak, and he wants people like regular citizens to use their
All
quirks.
for One said he already
course.
know everything that's gonna happen. Like he
That's what I'm
already
saying. I want. Can he see into the future, Loki?
I don't think he's seen the
Do you
future.
think
I think
it's
he's just
going
gonna. I think he sees it going back to what it was when he was
Question.
ruling.
Okay, like
Yeah,
seriously,
exactly.
do
Yeah,
you think
exactly,
All for One
exactly.
stole Night Eye's quirk? Because I think he did.
What?
No, nigga.
No.
How?
Why you say no?
How?
I want to know
How
how.
would that even have been possible?
I
He was-
mean,
he was
he's
in
been
jail.
stealing people's quirks for a minute.
He
Now,
was
but that nigga wasn't
when
there.
he was in
He
their
wasn't there.
face.
No, I'm
Night
talking
Eye
about,
had
like,
it
not
when he
himself, but,
died.
like the
Yeah.
doctor has been stealing quirks.
The
so like
last
he
thing
has
Night
quirks
Eye
more.
did was use his quirk.
Not I had it when he died.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be
There's
funny
no
if
way.
he stole Night Eye's quirk and then gave him a
I think
low
I've
key
seen
like
it.
horrible version of it, and that's why he's like when I see the
What if he was just fucking lying?
That nigga was a fake. He was a fraud the whole time.
Yeah, Night Eye
just
died
the
in vain.
last
And he had the wrong
Just,
quirk.
like I'm entertaining. Like if I'm entertaining if he actually stole it, it's just like, wait a minute, what if he was just lying to Miro? He's just like,
You like that,
yeah, you gonna be a good hero, Miro. Yeah.
He like that nigga. He like
Don't do
that.
that.
He like that nigga from One Punch Man who just got like really good luck, like every time.
Yeah,
No.
King. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
I know you
god.
guys are making jokes, but I'm actually being serious. So, like, when Night
feel
Eye
it.
died, what if the doctor stole his quirk at the morgue? Because they have to still go through the morgue.
But how would he steal his quirk and he still have his quirk?
What? Not
Yeah,
when you're
he means
dead.
once he's a corpse.
Oh,
He
you talking
means
about
once
it in
he's
the
a
morgue?
body.
But once you,
I'm
I think once
saying-
you die, your quirk is die with you, don't it?
No, because they
I
took
would
it.
imagine.
They took it from Shirakumo's
Shirakumo,
body.
Yeah.
Well, I
But
mean,
was he dead? Confirmed.
Yeah.
though?
yeah, like,
Yes.
well,
Yeah. They took him from him when he was dead.
I don't know. I need some
So-
confirmation. I don't
They
believe.
definitely took him from when he was
I'll
dead.
read.
Somebody
That's
could
in
find the panel.
Vigilantes.
Somebody could find the panel, but that's a definite. I remember that.
Yeah.
don't remember
so,
that.
like,
I don't have the vigilante
That's
quirk.
fine.
No,
Oh,
that,
Trey, how
that
trust
even
you.
has to deal with.
so like, what I'm trying to say is, it's
Go
like,
ahead.
if Night Eye's quirk was stolen, could Nana and like all the other past All For One users, their quirk be stolen too, or is it like stored within All For One when they
I think
pass
All For
away?
One has float. I think he's had it since Camino.
Yeah,
Oh.
because he floats up.
I don't
yeah.
think it's a lot of evidence in the story to back up what y'all saying though.
What, that All For One has float?
Not even just that he's stolen the like. There's no evidence to really say that he's stolen Night
can
Eye's quirk. Because Horikoshi, he's
in the
foreshadowed
story
like
that he
almost
stole
everything.
quirks.
I'm
In
not
the story,
agreeing
he
with
stole
Night
quirks.
Eye.
I don't think. I think the verbiage is absolutely incorrect, and you shouldn't say stolen quirk. Just say get a copy of it, like he did Shirakumo, because he
Well,
didn't steal
copies.
Shirakumo's quirk. He got a copy of it. I think the verbiage.
So,
No,
like,
he
do
didn't.
you
He
think
altered.
copied
He altered Shirakumo's original quirk to turn it into something else.
But he didn't.
I feel-
What I'm saying is he didn't steal it. That nigga was dead.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like Horikoshi hasn't put enough details in the like stuff in the story to make us feel that he's got Night Eye's quirk.
Oh,
Like,
I
where's
don't.
the
I don't.
evidence?
I
Oh, yeah, the- no,
me
the Night
neither.
Eye one,
Me
I don't
neither.
see.
I'm just
But
saying,
we
like,
did see
it's possible.
Nana when Shigaraki got his power, so that was weird.
You
That's
said
why
what?
because I
it's
think
coin.
Nana's hand was on his head.
Yeah, that's what was like. Maybe it's like the same coin thing, because like, how is Nana with him and Deku? It's weird.
Because she
What do
had
you
one
mean?
for all, but All For One had Nana's quirk and her hand.
What? One for all came from All For One.
I'm
Well, I think
confused.
So I
Yeah.
think he's talking about in the Shigaraki, like when he's waking up, there's a part where Nana grabs the back of Shigaraki's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she's saying, like, why is she also in there? But I think she's just a part of the memories with his family because he saw the picture of her, so he knows what she looks like.
Well,
So
he also gave Shigaraki that gift hand, and my thought is that's Nana's hand.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I
But
thought that was just imagery. Like that wasn't really like.
yeah,
happening.
exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But what she's
No, that
saying,
was
but
real.
what she's
No, it
saying
wasn't.
is,
Nigga.
but
That
no,
was
no, 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 no,
real. That was
Dustin. But what she's saying is like, why would he see her? He don't know her.
No, he knows
Yeah.
what she looks like, and he knows
But when-
who she is.
when-
But
What
yeah,
panel
he
y'all
saw the
talking about?
picture.
You
He saw the
never
picture.
saw
He
her
saw the
crying?
picture.
What panel are we talking about?
I see what you mean. Like when Shigaraki was going fucking crazy, and we saw all that bullshit images out there, and it's like, what the hell is going on?
It's in his
Because I-
dream when he's waking up.
Yeah, when he was high.
I'll find it.
I need to
When
see
he was
that panel.
when he was the chapter when he was off the acid.
How am I lacking on chapters? And I'm correcting you. This is sad times.
Trust and believe you are still.
You an elitist.
I'm not an elitist.
Trust and believe you are still lacking in the chapters. Trust and believe. So Hero Commission Evil, we didn't get off topic at all.
He doing some things.
They doing some things, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Something strange.
Yeah.
feel
I
it.
still think they're the last villain. It's either them or it's like a villain we haven't seen yet.
I think Quirks
I
are
don't
the
think
last
that.
one.
I don't. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think they're the last villain. The Hero Commission, they're gonna be
I like
out of here.
that.
I think the Hero Commission is gonna be fucking out of here.
Yeah, we have to deal with Quirk
Wait.
singularity and how it's going to literally destroy the world.
Please don't remind me of that because I just trashed that theory.
Why?
Theory's-
Kyle, trash it again.
Why? Wait, why? That's like the. That's the whole manga's theory. They got that theory too.
Yeah.
They got the theory
Yeah,
too.
About Eri.
That's my personal one.
I get it, but I don't. Okay, you do your thing. I
And
can't.
that's it's 270, page 16. There you go.
Ooh,
Where you send it to me?
pages and everything.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'll
can't
send it to you on
see
Twitter.
I can't see the hangout chats because I'm in the phone call. We're on the phone.
I'll send it on Twitter. But the Hero Commission, I really do hope that we delve into it a little more, because while we have characters who kind of embody it a little bit, like Hawks, we don't really have too many faces to kind of delve into. So I hope we get a little more of it. However, if Shigaraki destroys Hero Society in Japan, I don't know how relevant they will really be. But however, it could be a big PR night. It will probably be a big PR nightmare whenever Dabi breaks out the mic and says, Endeavor's trash, the Hero Commission's trash, Hawks is trash, he killed Best Jeanist. So that'll probably
Hero Commission under the bus too. Ooh,
yeah, so that's definitely got to pop in there, I would say.
I need that.
Especially with
Hero
Skeptic.
Commission go down with him too. That'd be funny as hell. Wait.
Especially with Skeptic's media pull, he could definitely do like an interview with Dabi.
That's why he's there. He has access to literally satellites in space.
So that's another cool point, if that is true, of how that happens, because Dabi was the one who grabbed Skeptic. Only the League of Villains were on Makia's back, except for Skeptic.
And he specifically said, "What the fuck you grabbed me for?"
Yeah, he said, "Why'd you grab me?"
Like, I don't like y'all. When you grab me of all people, I like y'all the least.
Get your Toya hands off me.
And they already set up the helicopter, so he'll probably be like, "I'm hacking into the helicopter's network right now."
Helicopter.
There's the helicopter that's always going to record all this stuff.
That damn helicopter. We talked about this last time.
The helicopter, that reporter, always the same one.
Hey, he just trying to vibe. That's all. He making his bag. Leave him alone. That's my cousin. Leave him alone.
I like how it's like a monumental event that shook the series in like each of these like little cities. It's kind of dope.
It is clean.
Yeah, and they're all just Star Wars references.
I'm dead.
For real?
Yeah, all the cities that these major events happen in are Star Wars references, and like half the cities that he named that Makia was going to destroy are Star Wars references.
I thought I've seen those names before, because it's like I know a lot of random Star Wars things. I ain't watched a lot of any of the fucking movies, but I know a lot of random things, and I thought they should sound familiar.
Yeah, like Kamino Ward, like the big All Might fight. That's literally where they make clone troopers in Star Wars.
What's Kamino Ward? That's clean.
Oh, and that's where they make the Nomus. That is brilliant.
Yeah, so it's all.
I didn't even know
Star
that.
Wars reference. And Deku's already used his arms 100%. It's gonna do it a few more times, and my Chekhov's gun's gonna go off. And he's gonna lose it, and then I'm gonna get my Luke Skywalker hand, and it'll all be good.
You know what I'm saying? That sounds like a dub to me. That's
because he
a dub to me.
I've been waiting for it.
I like it.
Wait. Okay, so he was wrapping Black Whip around his gauntlet. Was he doing that to reinforce his bones so they don't shatter, so he can keep going 100% longer?
I mean, he already shattered it once, and there's no way that wrapping around would completely absolve it.
Right, but like just to help,
probably keep that bug together.
Yeah,
just to help like counteract
like
the burnout a little bit.
That's out here. That's my boy. I see you.
Deku was going off. He's trying to go score 60 on him.
Boy, trying to get some sauce with him one time. My boy.
He is not thinking about his own safety at all.
I do think it's really sad that a lot of stuff I saw today was, now nobody can call Deku a crybaby because he literally tried to murder Shigaraki. I'm like, isn't it great that our hero character is now only allowed to be cool once he decides he wants to murder someone? Great job, guys. I'm glad that's their standard.
They're always crying.
You gotta be a killer. Stop crying.
Has he really cried that much?
Jesus.
He really cried that much? I know I said he ain't got no damn sauce, but I ain't say that.
Before Gran Torino died, he hadn't cried in like 100 chapters.
Like 100
I'm getting
chapters.
so old of that.
It's understandable why Deku cried this time, because Gran Torino was like his mentor.
We gotta stop that, man. Boys can cry. Men can cry.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, man. I swear to God, I do not get angry. But if you get that tear out of me, nigga, we scrapping. It's that simple. Huh? What's that?
This may be an unpopular opinion, but I really don't want Deku to kill Shigaraki or anyone. Like, in the last podcast,
don't push him though.
Like in the last podcast, Twitchy had brought up that people might start to go Deku once he gets a bag and takes a body. But I don't want that to happen at all. Like, I don't think he could be the greatest hero if he has a kill under him.
I don't know.
But the thing is, how are you going to
All Might-
stop Shigaraki?
All Might was gonna kill All For One. That was his plan.
Well, technically he
All For One
he did,
right now.
quote unquote. So,
but Deku is supposed to surpass All Might.
Somehow he might take the
Yeah, but All Might was still considered the greatest hero. He had intentions on killing this nigga.
I think you can make an argument for like an all for one exception.
I think
Shigaraki has reached that exception though.
there'll probably
don't
be some
think-
shenanigans that'll make all the quirks go away, like Ian was saying.
But does it like what is being a hero mean you can't kill somebody?
Legally. I don't even
No,
mean that,
that's-
and I
that's
don't
just
even
the
mean that as a
law.
joke. Fat Gum
No,
says
no,
that.
yeah, like
Oh, that's
Fat
the
Gum
law in My
absolutely was
Heroverse?
talking about that. It was the same episode that we first saw Kirishima go Red Riot.
Yeah, Fat Gum says, as heroes, we have only we the villains have an easy option; they can kill us, but we only have a few options, which is we can capture them and make sure they don't get away or hurt anybody else, but we can't kill them.
Well, I think
So we
when
can
they would
curb some.
change that, because a couple of them I know
Yeah,
would
you can curb
take
stop.
by.
I just want to make sure.
I
I'm
know a
listening
couple
for you. My
like
bad.
Ito. I know Ito will like catch a body.
Huh?
He tried.
That is
I don't think that's
disagree.
happening. I think the one body he might have possibly almost caught, he just didn't, and it's never gonna happen because there ain't no way in the world that I don't think
No,
there's
I'm
I don't
trying
think
to
there's
say,
a
I
universe where
think-
Ida ever beat Stain. Time
No.
skipping off.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about like
That's cap.
thought-wise, I think
Come
a
on.
couple people
Nah.
Ida
Come
is
on.
like,
too
catch
damn
bodies.
fast.
And Stain is fucking Stain. What? Nah.
Or-
You nah.
Nah.
I would
Mhm.
the things I would do to Nana. Listen. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ida.
She too muscular, bro. She too muscular. She too muscular.
That's
No.
Are you leave the call? Leave the call.
And I
Leave the
don't like
call.
I like women soft.
Those thighs.
Listen,
Leave the
I
call.
bet them cheeks off.
Nah.
Like Fuyumi.
Well, I can't. She can't.
Yeah, I
Like she
can't
can't be
use-
kissing her biceps. Like nah, bro. We can't be doing that.
She's not
He
even
said, "Kiss
that
my
muscular.
arms."
No, she's
On
muscular.
the
Like the
Cat
last
Williams
panel.
shit, you see my
not.
arms.
That last panel. That last bro. Where's that panel? Where she was.
She was
super muscular
literally
that
in like
panel?
a Superman pose.
Don't fucking care.
Yeah, she was muscled up.
I'll send that one to you too,
She's
Dustin.
not like testosterone. She's
No, you
just
need to send it to her. I know what the panel is.
Oh, she
She
woke
knows,
up.
obviously.
So she woke up to you sitting in your lap.
Drop
What
it
you
in
doing with
the Discord so she can see it.
Oh, okay.
she's not.
Oh wait,
that
can you drop
muscular.
pictures in the Discord? I don't even know the rules.
She's definitely no. She's definitely that muscular portion. She's
she's
definitely,
muscular.
they not
Oh,
lying.
bro.
They're not lying. She's definitely that muscular. She still get it,
Yeah.
but she's definitely.
I mean,
muscular.
That's why I don't like Tiana Trump. She too muscular too. I ain't mean like make this go super left, but
It be like that sometimes. Listen, hey man. I said it episode 1. If you some kids, you shouldn't be here anyway. You gotta
You gotta be
I'm not
sitting-
a
I
child.
already
you
said.
gotta
it.
mark this video.
I know you're
out
not
for
a child.
kids.
I said if you some kid, show ass a potty.
Yeah, she's not that muscular. She just
Yeah.
works
No,
out.
she is jacked.
She's
No,
not that
it's
muscular.
different.
She's shredded.
Regular dudes
I
ain't
mean,
that
she's
muscular.
normal.
What you mean?
She's not like Abby.
Nah, she's Abby.
She's muscular as fuck. She's not. It's not a bet. She's muscular as fuck.
No, it's, I'm
I'm
not. I'm
it's-
not rocking with it.
I
Like,
know.
she's cute, but like that's too like nah. I
I
can't.
put it
like,
in
your
the.
body.
I feel it. It's
your
not
body,
your
can't,
taste.
I
your
feel
body
it.
can't be hard when I'm touching you. Like that's crazy.
I don't know. I feel like you see it in person, you'll be different.
Nah.
I don't think so. I think you know. I think you know through a picture. It's like I
they
might
gotta
not
be.
touch that.
They gotta be soft and delicate.
I hate being the only female. Okay.
I constantly tell you, if you want more females around here,
I
have them
know
pull
this.
up, huh?
I know this.
Hey, you got it. Listen, you got homework. That's your mission. You
That's
tired of
you got
tired of
homework.
being the only female? Hey, it's time to do something about it.
That's why I added you on Twitter.
Huh?
Well, everybody. Well,
I did see you
she
added me
not-
on
she
Twitter. There's some
muscular.
cheeks, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it.
That's all I had. That's all we have. I'm
Wait,
joking.
what? Whoa.
Wow, come
Bring that
back. So we just capping. You capping on
I
my
gotta-
fucking
I gotta-
mama.
I gotta
Wait.
hear that. I gotta-
Let me
You capping
troll.
on my
I
mama.
gotta
Hold
hear that
on.
again. I gotta
Let
hear
me
that one.
troll.
No.
Let me troll.
No.
Who was the troll?
You thought you was gonna
Troll.
listen. What we say last time? You troll? You get an adversary in this mug. I am king, ain't shit. So you think you're gonna troll and get away with it? No, it's not happening.
He said, "I'm king." Hey, bro, we twins for real. Can't be trolling around me.
Not at all. I'm gonna troll you right on back.
I'm not even gonna be trolling. Man, we dead ass.
Oh yeah. See, you can't. The beauty with me, you just can't tell, and I don't need you to. And I
Yeah, that's a fact.
need you to. He's like, is he actually mad? Don't fucking worry about it.
I'm
Alright.
passive aggressive.
Damn,
Super.
All right, we off topic. Us? No, let's go ahead.
Hero
and get-
Commission top tier.
Huh? No, yeah, Hero Commission. They listen, man. They gonna get. I wasn't thinking about that. The whole fact of Japan goes, they're probably going to. So I was like,
They
all
probably
right,
did.
well, what if they start working with Shiggy or some shit? You know what I'm saying?
I can
Yeah,
see
they're
it.
like they're
It-
politicians.
It
I can
depends.
see
They
it.
like, hey, Shigaraki, my guy.
there-
Listen, man. We
there-
know
there's-
Japan was trash too. We made
We're
it.
the
Like,
Void
yeah.
Commission.
We ain't fuck with them niggas in it. It's really all my fault. We ain't
no,
fuck
they
with
said
them.
no. They said we made it trash, bro. Of
Well,
course we
like-
know. Come on, man.
It-
Yeah, we did that on purpose, so you
Oh,
could
wait,
rap.
hold on.
Yeah, so you can come in.
It-
I
You
just
can
thought
change
about it.
things.
Nah, he might
Saved you
body
a
it.
seat.
Ooh,
It all
if
depends.
we see him body they asses, bro, that's gonna be so clean. Like, imagine they try to like strike a deal or something like that, and the Shiggy's like, yeah, but no, and just kill all these
Ooh,
people.
do y'all think Shigaraki gonna give the league quirks?
Yes.
I think so.
I think so. I think they'll be
He
clean.
should.
I think they'll be clean.
He needs to give
And
twice
that's why I
the
say
life card,
Bakugo
but
and the
other
rest
than
of the
that,
life.
I don't know.
Join me.
Oh,
How Bakugo getting this?
wait, what happened?
No,
What
I
Who
was,
got a
What
dog?
I was making a joke, like how Shigaraki's going to give his comrades like quirks, and Bakugo is just walking around here with one, like a noob.
He gonna be dead by
What's the
then.
man? What do you got against Bakugo? What did he do? He just trying to vibe.
He too raw. That's why.
Till Deku
Hey.
kills him.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's normal.
Uh,
I hate to say it. That's normal.
Okay.
Wait, what's normal?
He gave,
What's that
but he
got to
gave
do
him
with him?
instructions.
Why he gotta continually be trash though? You leave that man alone. He's doing just fine with the quirk he got. Motherfucker just sent a
That's
nuke
middle
down that
school.
Shigaraki.
That's middle school talk.
Yeah,
though.
I ain't gonna lie. That shit was raw. He was doing. I was like, damn,
You know what I'm
Bakugo keep
saying?
impressing me with this one ass quirk.
flames, bro. He was fucking, bro.
Like with
Shiggy-
this one
Shiggy
ass
is
quirk,
just
he
Shiggy.
keep doing shit.
Anybody else in the league, he probably would have took out with the shit that he was doing. Bro. Well, okay, obviously, not Monkey, but like all them other anybody that was on his back was getting fucked up by that. By Dabi aside, question mark, I don't fucking know. But anybody else is getting bodied by the shit that he was throwing at Shiggy, dog. That motherfucker threw down a nuke. that motherfucker threw down a nuke.
Yeah.
And that's what this man Shigaraki can take some punches now. Punches, hits, flames. He
Yeah.
then took explosions, flames to the face. My man smacked flames out the way. I'm like, wow. He man smacked flames out the. This is a tank. You've been fighting
Yeah,
without
but
a quirk. Let him get his
And we
quirk
forget
back.
he already did the Endeavor pose, which is still hilarious.
Yeah,
that
He
shit
did-
was great.
Goated.
Bro, people
Straight
talking about
Which
this
which
part-
arm was that?
My hero.
Which arm was that again?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. There's so many like little moments, like it's crazy to remember. Like, oh yeah, there was like a chapter where Mirko fought like 5 Nomus. There was a chapter where Twice died. There was a chapter where Kaminari was with this giant lightning bolt rod, and that was cool. Like, there's so many
That-
great moments.
The chapter when what's it called? Ed Shot was poking holes in niggas' lungs and shit. I'm like,
Bop, bop,
wow.
bop. Bop, bop,
I'm like, this dude poking holes. He on some jail shit, bro. He poking holes in people, dog. That shit
Aizawa
crazy.
Aizawa came around the corner and put the fear of God into a high end. Like, there was great stuff.
That was wild. Yeah. That shit was fun. Oh, the doctor's reactions to literally everything. That man is a whole baby. That man is a whole baby.
Yeah.
That shit funny as hell. That
President
shit
Mike
was
had like 5 spreads for himself. Like, there's just so
President
much.
Mike is a
DJ Punch was
goat.
raw.
Man, I want to see President Mike go off, but I feel he's just so dieable. He's just so dieable. He can
President
die.
Mike is my guy.
Don't
I'm
say
sorry.
that. He might. No. You don't get to
Yeah.
call
I
favorite
already-
characters no
You
more.
don't say that.
You don't
We
get to call
already did
favorite.
top 5. We
So
already
Sherm, if
did.
y'all don't know, Sherm's favorite characters always die. So you don't get to
Cool.
call favorite. You don't
Already
get to
happened.
call favorite characters no more. You don't.
He was already on the top 5 list. Him and Fat Gum, they're already there.
Don't say fat girl.
Who in his arc gotta die, and if they don't die, you'll be upset by it.
Upset.
Bakugo.
Never.
I don't think that.
Fox.
Aizawa has to die.
Aizawa.
I still need Aizawa.
No. Y'all
Nobody
gonna be-
said
y'all gonna be
nobody
upset?
said Endeavor. Nobody said Endeavor.
I
I'm
said
not gonna, I
Endeavor.
wouldn't be mad if Endeavor done that.
No.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
mad.
Endeavor has to
No,
die.
Endeavor has
Well,
to
it-
die, bro.
Just
See,
Endeavor to be
scored.
disabled. He can't be a
Now,
hero.
No, Endeavor has to die.
I was
bro.
I want him
absolutely.
to be disabled where he can't be a hero, so he feels the inner meanings of being useless
Fuck
and
that.
alone.
He gotta die
I was-
so it can impact Todoroki's growth. And him
I
and
was-
Dabi
He can
gotta
just kill
kill
off
him.
his siblings and do that.
No. He
I was-
to kill your father. That like you gotta think about it. Todoroki doesn't even have a hero name. So like that could even spur him getting a hero name by seeing your father die that was trying to redeem himself after you had all the tension with him, and he dies by the hand of your brother who you thought was dead all this time. Now you have tension forever with your brother now through the rest
I'm
of the
not
story.
gonna lie. I'd rather have Ray or Dobby kill Endeavor.
That's what he's saying.
Dobby.
He's saying Dobby. That's what he's saying.
Like
Ray is not killing nobody.
No,
like, I'm saying like,
killing that hospital right now.
I want her to snap and like mess up Endeavor. Like she's trying to protect someone and like messes up Endeavor, and it's like
if he get killed by Ray, he's super trash.
If
he's tired,
we don't know how powerful
Ray
she
just come
is.
out of if Ray just
spitting out ice, we don't know how powerful Ray is.
She just gonna come out of nowhere.
I don't think.
No,
I don't think she's gonna be a hero.
In his sleep.
No, I mean like say if, which I can kind of see, she's put in a situation where she has to use her quirk because everything's going haywire. Because I really doubt that they're going to be able to withhold all these villains.
Of course not.
But she's not nowhere near where they are.
Ray's not touching the battlefield.
Okay, but
sorry.
It's like so you mean like when battles. So you mean like when battle's over, Shigaraki taking shit over, and then like they pull up on her and like, what's up? We killing this whole hospital.
Why
She's
would
like,
they
no
pull
nigga,
up
I
on
got
Ray?
this ice. They gonna pull up
Like
on all of
that,
Japan.
or-
She's in there. They gonna pull up on
like
all of
that,
Japan.
or-
Eventually, she there. That's all I'm. I think that's what she's saying. I think emphasis on things.
Wait, yeah, like
No,
that,
but
but
she
also
said kill
like, if you
Endeavor
like
though.
let me talk. Stop being a misogynist. Let me talk.
Well,
I do not hate women.
well,
That's crazy.
well.
I
We
hate
just come
you
in here
because I'm
capping.
talking you.
We just come in here capping. Listen, it's Hangouts culture. Listen, it's Hangouts culture. Use your voice. Talk. Let's go. Let's have
Oh
it.
man, I don't want to.
Yes, you do. Yeah. So it's gone now. You gonna spit
No,
half
I'm just
fire
trying to say
and
it's
leave?
like, no, I'm trying to say it's like she may be one of the civilians who has a powerful quirk who I have to like step up because the hero's like, okay, Fat Gum can only do so much if it's 20 villains. So like the civilians, I think are going to have to like hop in and use their quirks. And
Why
they're
you
gonna
fuck with
mess up.
Ray so hard?
Because she's cool.
Because you trying to make all these far-fetched ass scenarios where she could do some dope shit.
She wasn't even on your top five. She wasn't even on your top 5 quirks. It was my top 1
I
quirk,
mean-
and I ain't saying shit.
I mean, because I don't know what she can do. Only thing I can do is look at her kid. I'm like, so her ice quirk is so powerful that like Todoroki's like spitting out ice mountains. So she must can
But
do
that don't
something.
mean she can do that though. Because Muriel dad
She
can do
must do
shit with the
something.
same quirk.
That showed my fucking head cannon.
And she mentally unstable too, so
That
it's like
showed my head cannon. It's
I
just like,
don't know.
but
She
might be better.
see, but the
She
thing
just
is,
can't look
how
at
would
Endeavor.
she literally get all the way over there? Like how?
I mean, she could be like in
And
evacuation when
And
it
if,
goes
and if
wrong.
we're talking about
Wow.
and if we talking about everything
she
going
fuck
haywire,
with her. She fuck with Ray hard. She really trying to make her
you know,
get that.
evacuate all the way over to Shigaraki.
Oh man, that's what the bike was set up for in this recent
Ah,
chapter.
you
She's
an
gonna
asshole.
steal Inko's
I hate-
bike.
You an
Here
asshole.
comes the 3 moms to save the day.
Y'all some
What the
assholes.
hell?
Yeah, I mean,
Portia's the biggest advocates for fucking moms dying. What?
No, moms are cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Literally.
listen, I go box Horikoshi and you. What's happening? Don't do this.
Literally, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like I'm just using her as an example because I don't know who else has like a powerful quirk who isn't a hero and active.
The little kids.
But like,
Yeah, that's
They-
true.
They're not gonna fight.
But
little
for the
kids.
what
They
do
will
they
fight
need to
before
fight?
Ray.
What they need to fight for?
I don't know.
Why would they don't?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like
They're still
they-
under their parents' guardians. I'm talking about like adults, like Gentle. Like if
But
even if
it's a-
Gentle never got caught and everything,
But
he
she's
would
not a-
still hop in and help.
Their
She's a
society,
restricted adult,
their,
though, 'cause she's
their
like in the
society
hospital.
didn't like raise them to do that. I can't imagine them just going against that, going against the grain. I get it. That I
You're
get
like
that shit's
life
going.
or death. You're
I
going to
get-
use your quirk. That's what I'm saying.
A
I
kid
want to
too.
see like
A kid too.
People
Little
might.
kids
yeah,
don't take
but
down
they're
Baki.
messy with it.
Now
Like I
what?
want to see an adult fumble with it. Like the kids, low key, they'll probably gang up and be like, "Okay, you know how to use that quirk. You know how to use that quirk." Like the kids we saw that Bakugo, Kami, and all them had.
They wasn't
low-key-
messy with it.
I
They
don't
was
think-
OD with it.
I don't think nothing like
No.
that's happening in this arc. I'm be real.
No.
Yeah.
Probably
What
like
I'm trying to say is like if they're like school got taken over or like a villain ran in there, which would be like kind of adorable, but like they're like defending. I'm saying
Wait,
it's like
what?
I
They
want
gonna
to
get,
see
they gonna get
civilians
beat
be
up.
I get the heart of what you're saying. You're trying to say there could be many situations where once the villains appear, these characters that we do know can represent civilians who are fighting back against the villains. So wouldn't it be cool
Yes.
if Ray
But
is
she's reaching.
and
She's
I
still
can't
reaching.
put it in
She's
I
still
think,
reaching.
I think it's a
though. She's
reason
still
just
reaching.
based off
She's
of
still
like
reaching.
these people weren't trained. These people weren't like We
I mean,
watched
also
the
you
kids in
use
school
first.
learn how to use their quirks. We
reaching
watched it.
now.
No. We watched the kids. We
I'm
watched
supposed to
these
train.
kids. We watched
Yeah, but
these
she
kids train
reaching
their
though.
quirks.
Come on.
They don't.
Remember?
They gotta
That's
train
the
everything
definition
about
of-
themselves. So it's like all of a sudden these regular civilians that don't train their quirks know how to use their quirks perfectly and fight with it.
No, I don't think it's perfect, but I
Nah,
think
they gonna
it'll
get
be
mobbed.
like, okay, like you suck,
So you
I
just
suck.
so you want them all
But
to die.
y'all
is what
getting
you
off the
saying.
basis. She said Ray should or Dobby should kill Endeavor, and Dobby makes sense.
But Ray is
But
not.
even Dobby,
Ray is
even
not
Dobby,
killing Endeavor. Ray,
Even Dobby would need a weekend Endeavor to finish, like
Okay, I
finish
was
him off.
trolling. I was trolling.
Oh,
man.
now
I was
she's
Now
trolling.
you was
Now
trolling.
she's
I was
trolling.
trolling.
after the
Oh,
def-
yeah.
after the whole in-depth explanation, you was
Bro,
trolling.
yeah, she argued
yeah.
for 15 minutes and now she trolling. That's
Anyways, top 5. What's it called? Top 5 fight. We out here. Hey, we good now.
Is
What's
this the end?
happening?
I fucking
do I
time
just-
the transition.
All right. So yeah, we going from 5 to 1. If we got room for two. We got room for two honorable mentions first. If we want to, you know what I'm saying, bust them out the way. You know what I'm saying. But
Can I do my honorables before my one?
you said what's up? Oh yeah.
Can I do my? Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
but I got a little ordered here, so you know what I'm saying. We go ahead and start my guy Ian. You're either number 5 or honorable mentions, however you want to do those.
He's muted. Trash.
It be like that sometimes. It's tragic.
Three niggas muted when the fights came up. They scared.
Oh, sure. You next one on the list. We'll come back to my guy. We'll come back to my guy. We got honorable mention spots though. Like
So my honorable mentions, my first one is going to be Tetsu ×4 and Kendo versus Mustard. I just really liked how that entire episode went down in that forest arc, and it really was the first time that Class B actually had shine in the entire series. So I just think even though the fight was over relatively quickly, that's kind of just how it goes for a lot of the My Hero fights.
that fight hit though. Hit though.
Absolutely. Like Mustard had a gun and was shooting at Tetsu, and he kept on having to pull up. I'm going to put up his medal, and Kendo was blowing away the gas. It was a really good team up against him. And by doing that, taking him out, they freed up a lot of the rest of the forest.
Yeah. This is like half gas, half burning.
Yeah. Right.
That was a good ass fight.
So that's one of the honorable mentions. The next one is Class 1A versus 1B, the first match. So the Froppy, Kirishima, Kaminari Koda, and Shinso versus Shiozaki, Shishida, Rin, and Subaruba. I just liked all of the strategy that Class B came out with in the first minute. Like they had Shiozaki's vines as bait, which Koda fell for. Shishida frickin' jobbed Kirishima both times. And Subaruba trapped Koda in the air prison, so he wasn't able to use his anti-voice quirk. Like they just had strategies on how to sneak up to them and take out at least half the squad. If Shinso was not there, Class A would have lost at that moment.
Man, I need
my just in the
Shinso
first
to be here, bro.
Right. Yeah, like just in the first clash, 1A would have lost if Shinso was not there because of the strategy that Class B brought to the table. So I really liked how that went down and how it wasn't as much of a meathead fight.
Oh, the Shinso fight?
Meathead fights.
No, I was saying the Class 1A versus Class 1B, the match, the first match.
Yeah, that one's great.
Yeah,
that's his.
Exactly.
That's his,
so that's my second honorable mention. And then my actual 5th top fight is Ochako versus Bakugo.
Oh, fucking hit this nigga, man!
You can still use it, dog.
Yeah, man, he ripped off 3 and now I'm like, damn, man. And I was like, man, that's gonna be my number 5 too. That's crazy.
It's so good. Like it's Ochako's first breakout moment. I love it was her strategy. She didn't use Deku's. She went out there to completely win. And then after she loses, she still puts on the smile for Deku for when she's talking to her family. She only cries when she's alone. It's
Real woman.
yeah,
Real.
like
Anybody want to see them tears?
that fight alone was amazing
Look at
in
that
terms
fight.
of development for Ochako.
Look at that fight. Ian,
Yeah.
you here now?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, you stay. You gotta, if you want to hit 2 honorable mentions or number 5, whichever how you want to do it.
Yeah, so I only have one honorable mention just because I didn't think about it too hard.
Yeah.
But one of the ones that I knew had to be on there is the joint training Shinso fight.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I love the psychology of the battle. I love how there was so many moments where I was reading the dialogue and then I got tricked because I thought it was the characters talking to each other, but oh no, it was Shinso. So that's just it's such a unique fight, and also
Was that the first
Suyu-
one too? That was the same one you was talking about, wasn't it, Sherm, or am I capping? I could be capping. I think I'm capping.
Yeah,
No, yeah, it's the first one.
Okay,
Like,
so
yeah.
I'm not capping.
and then Suyu coming in and doing all the crazy stuff she was doing, being invisible, literally breaking the sound barrier or whatever when she throws someone and there's like a sonic boom. There's just so many great moments.
Mhm.
And my number 5 is Deku versus Todoroki. And the reason for that is just simply that was when I feel like I first got the heart of Deku's character. The fact that you can't really tell at what moment Deku goes from I'm doing this to win to I'm doing this to save Todoroki. And that kind of like realization of like the idea that Deku will just naturally throw away his own body and his own chance of victory just to help someone who he sees as in need, and he doesn't even notice it.
Right.
That just really got me, and that was when I was like, okay, Deku's my favorite character.
He is clean with it. He is clean with it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is a nigga Townzie.
All right, Dustin.
Oh, we just skipped a lot of niggas.
Huh? No.
right.
I got it.
Oh,
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
my
I got a
order
little order. My
different.
bad. So
My
so
order
y'all know
different.
the orders Ian, Sherm, Dustin, Twitchy, Vontae, me, and I got a Portia question mark, but she said she ain't doing it. So.
I'm scared. All right, so my number 5 is Bakugo versus Ochako. I love that fight, man, because it was just like it really shows how much that's what we also started getting to like insight into Bakugo's like character more than just being like a person who just was foul mouthed and yelling and angry. Because like you see how much respect he had held for Ochako, because the crowd was saying, "Why is he going so hard?" Like, you know what I'm saying? People just thinking, oh, Bakugo just being like, you know, a dick. You know what I'm saying? Like he just trying to go on overkill, but he's like, nah, like y'all tripping. Like if I don't go how I'm going, she gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have to be on point because I know she's not playing around. Like I'm not playing with her. And then to see how like you think she's so desperate that she's doing all this, just like she really had a legit shot at beating Bakugo, having all them debris just come up behind him.
And he was right.
Yeah, he was right the whole time. Like I don't know how he didn't see all that. Nobody saw that debris, but that debris just up there and just ready to come down him anytime. And it's like it's kind of sad too because like that was her like last true like first and last true great. Like she had some other ones like at the end of the Night Eye arc and like an overall arc, but they were like little brief, quick moments that developed her like a lot, but it was still brief. That was like her last true great moment where she just got like really, really dope shine, and it's been like that was like way early in the series, but it's my top 5. My number 5.
They do a good job emphasizing just her and you know what I'm saying, just like things about her, but like great moments. I agree.
Yeah.
They do put emphasis on her in general, her character, but like those moments, I definitely agree with you with that one though.
Like the fight, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Died. Hold on. Just died. Twitchy, my boy.
What's up? The one of my honorable mentions, I guess number 7 would technically be Deku versus Bakugo round 2. Choreography was probably my second favorite out of the whole series in terms of fighting, just for the hands. The culmination of Bakugo hitting his pressure point for his character. He just couldn't internalize his feelings anymore. And it finally
That's an
popped
honorable
off.
mention?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Go ahead.
Yep.
He said, wasn't you working on your list for like 86 years?
Yeah, it took a while. Like
I
would say like 4 through 7 are really close to one another, and like the top 3 are just kind of up and above everything else. But
I feel it.
I would say one of the reasons why it's an honorable mention and not in the top 5 specifically is because the choreography was a little bit hard to interpret for the manga. I know that the anime did flesh it out and had a little bit of flash and flare on it, but yeah, that's one of my honorable mentions. And then my second honorable mention, this one's kind of a weird one. I talked about it earlier with Sherm.
Weirdo.
Is in MVA twice versus his trauma. So him finally getting over his trauma of not being a clone.
All right, you got it.
And Sadman.
No, you said it's an honorable mention. You definitely got it.
Bro, that's a yellow card, bro. You gotta ring that
Sadman's parade popped off, and that's one of my favorite moments from the series. So I had to give that at least an honorable mention, even though it's kind of not a fight, but that was something he's been struggling with.
He fought himself. He was fought his mental. Twice.
And then especially when he was fighting those skeptic puppets that looked like himself.
That was wild.
Them
was goated, bro. All them fucking chapters was just goated. Oh man, listen, it's a hefty set of goated chapters in that run. It's a hefty set.
All right, and then number 5, I actually have Deku versus Gentle. This one would have been a little bit higher if the anime had included a couple of menacing panels of Gentle in the anime. But it still has my favorite choreography out of any fight in My Hero thus far. Gentle's quirk, nasty. Deku in this fight, nasty.
And the St. Louis Smash, baby. Y'all know we 314 gang in this. Listen. The St. Louis. I couldn't say nothing to the homies back home because, like, you know what I'm saying, they had to be surprised. So I didn't fucking know that he was gonna do it in the movie. So when I saw on Facebook everybody talking about St. Louis Smash, bro, I was like, damn, they got to that in the anime already, bro? That's crazy. And then they talking about the movie. I'm like, oh, he did it in the movie like twice? Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, that St. Louis Smash. Listen, y'all don't see that was on the deleted channel. So like that reaction is gone, but like I don't think I flipped out harder ever in any reaction ever. I don't think I flipped out harder.
And it might be a minor reason, but I kind of vibe with Deku for a similar reason, just because the first Smash in the series is the Detroit Smash, and it's just like, that's a hometown. Got to rep the 313.
Yeah. We got 3-1 gang. This one 3-1-3, 3-1-4. Okay, y'all already know what's going on. Trash cities, but we love them. No,
Detroit.
Yep, those are my picks.
Vante.
All right, I ain't got no honorable mentions, but there's a lot that are good to me. But so first, I'm gonna say Lemillion versus 1A, Lemillion versus Shizaki, Lemillion versus Natsuki. All right.
This man, look at this stand. Look at this stand. Lestanian. I'm listening.
No, but number 5, I got Deku, Ida, and Todoroki versus Stain. Liked it. Had a lot of strategy to it against Stain's blood-curdling quirk. Ida and Shoto both got some shine back then.
I'll put Deku and them versus Stain. I'm listening. I got you.
And I just kind of like handicap battles, whether if the side that has less combatants are overwhelmed, or if it's the reverse, if the ones that have more people are overwhelmed. It's just a different aspect versus like a 1 versus 1 fight or a 2v2, 3v3. So yeah, I really like that fight a lot. And it got me into the anime because I watched the anime before I read the manga. So it really, really got me intrigued.
That was what got you like hooked?
Yeah, well, there's another one that I'll say before that, but that was one that kind of, I guess, established it more. But the other one had like a foundation to it.
The first one got you hooked. The first one got you hooked, and that one was like, all right, see, I knew she was gonna come through fucking slander shit. I knew it was coming. I knew it was eventually fucking coming.
Lucky. I've like started reading the manga, then I watched everything.
That's lucky. I hear you. I guess yeah. To each their own. Nah, I fucks with it. Deku and them versus Stain. That was a dope ass fight. That shit was clean. I do have one honorable mention. It's actually Deku versus Gentle. I like Deku versus Gentle, but like that's my honorable mention. I love it. And like what you said, everything it represented. I like that showed Deku, like I liked how it showed Deku the light of like, hold on, bro, you not going, like, not in my face, bro. Like obviously we've seen him go try to save Bakugo episode, what was that, 1 or 2 or whatever, But like this is like all the way different. He got the confidence to say, "Oh, hold on, villain, bro, you gotta chill." And this is for area and shit like this too. I'm doing all of this for some fucking caramel pops, my guy. I'm doing this with some fucking caramel apples. My guy is still beat, you know what I'm saying? Beat ass. He showed my boy respect. He showed Gentle respect. I'm not laughing, Gentle Criminal. You got it, King. You ain't even laughing at you. That shit was clean. I love that shit. That shit was clean. You know what I'm saying? Deku still gotta acquire sauce, but listen, it's slowly getting there. It's slowly getting there.
Little droplets. Yep.
Alright, Deku vs. Gentle's mine. And then my number 5 would be Deku vs. Bakugo Part 2. That was my shit.
Y'all niggas are bugging, dog.
I hear you, but I don't think I'm bugging. I think it was 1 or 2 spots higher before I thought about some more things. It was higher. But the other fights that I got just brought them down. But the Deku vs. Bakugo shit, that shit was extra clean to me, man. Like y'all done said, the mixing, clean. They obviously did a lot more in the animated manga. I don't care. They was boxing. No Deku can't move like that, but he was doing it. Nah, how it ended, I like it. It's like, alright, this is Deku. This is my chance to prove that I'm stronger than you. You know what I'm saying? I can do this too. No, lose. Hold this L. Why? And then my man's just like, why did you lose? Like, why? Come on. You got All Might quirk and you lost. It's like, all that emotion shit. You talk to him, big fella. You go ahead, talk to him. That shit was clean. Deku vs. Bakugo. Deku vs. Bakugo round 2. Alright. In your number 4, me brother.
Alrighty. I would also say Deku versus Gentle for number 4. What I really love about that fight, besides everything that everyone's talking about, the choreography, the way everything kind of comes together. I was always just such a fan whenever I was getting into the series of the Delaware Smash. I just thought it was so clever the way he thought to like use his fingers. So the idea that he uses that during sports festival, it's a really big deal. He shouldn't use it on his fingers, and then we bring it back for the Gentle fight as an evolution, like a smaller version of it. And the fact that he's just using it in all these clever ways, like the way he tracked where Gentle was going to bounce off the air, and then he shot it into the other one like a corkscrew, and then he twisted around and jumped on him. There's just so many cool things with there. Obviously, Gentle is just such a wonderful character, the way his backstory and La Brava's was weaved throughout it. But I think my favorite minor part of the fight is when Gentle asks Deku, what kind of hero do you want to be? And this is actually payoff for at the start of the overhaul arc, where Mirio asked a similar question, and he's like, "Oh, I want to save everybody. I want to always win, and I want to make sure that no one worries about me." But then he fails at all those things during the overhaul arc. Night Eye dies. He isn't able to win without Eri, and tons of people are worrying about him. So then we cut to the Gentle fight, and when he's asked a similar question, he has changed it. It's gone from these grandiose ideas, and he's just like, what I want to do is all the people who have gotten me here, I just want to show them a bright future. And what does a bright future mean in this context? It's to make sure a little girl can smile. And so I just love the dynamic shift of Deku's goal and how it's become way more personalized. That's just one of my favorite Deku moments. So just love that fight.
Oh, absolutely, you love to see it. Deku versus Gentle gets all the respect around here. In the casual community, absolutely not, because listen, they just wild. I don't know. I don't understand how they don't. It's too much. It's too much slice of life, but they fight.
Man, tell me why people skip that entire arc and they just missed the whole of payoff for the end of Overhaul into Gentle.
I'm not gonna lie.
Such a
the
waste.
overall arc was better in the manga, but Gentle was better in the anime.
No, that's cap.
Endeavor is better.
You had me in the first half.
Yeah, you had me in the first half. Definitely.
The first half is correct. The second half is cap because the anime did not do that right.
No.
Yeah, it was way better than the manga for me.
Especially Jesus, like I did not give a fuck about a lot of that shit, but like a lot of them panels was fucking gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? The beauty pageant when she was like flying in the air and shit, that shit was retarded. It was ugly in the anime.
The concert was
ugly in the anime. I'm like, what? I thought we was gonna see they be trying to make the panels look alike sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was gonna see a panel like it, like that panel with her, like when she was twisting the air. That shit was gorgeous, bro. I don't care. That shit was clean. Like I didn't give a fuck about.
What you talking about?
Who is it?
Nejire.
Yeah, Nejire. When she like I liked that her whole performance. That was clean. Performance, I guess. I think it was like one panel, but that one panel was better than the whole scene.
Yeah, it was.
That one panel was better than the whole scene. So it was
I
like
couldn't fuck with her though, cause she too annoying.
she is annoying. I agree. She's not in my top 40.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Like if she just
right?
kept her mouth closed, she'd probably be top 5.
Wow.
She's
No,
annoying.
I'm serious, though. 'Cause,
No,
like, hey.
I say that to I say that to dudes too. I say that about Poof. You know what? I'm not getting into this. I'm not getting into this. I'm not getting into this. It ain't got nothing to do with what you're thinking about.
You better catch one.
I'm dead. Sure. Number 4, my guy.
Okay, so before I talk about my number 4, I just have to point out how absolute trash I am, because when thinking about fights, I didn't even think about Gentle versus Deku or Deku versus Bakugo Part 2. Like,
Yeah.
they just
Yo,
didn't even cross my brain, so I deserve slander for that, absolutely.
Deku's
But
not laughing, Gentle.
But I'm absolutely going to keep on my list as it is. I'm not going to try to be like, oh, I just put it higher. So no, I'm just
I've
trash.
surely done it in streams before because I'm
I
so
respect
trash.
the admission.
Shit, they ain't know.
Right.
He real though.
Yeah,
So my number 4, it's only in the manga for now, but it's Twice versus Hawks versus Dobby. I just liked all the emotion that went into it. The choreography of Dobby with the fire going out the building, Hawks flying around the other side, and just it ending not only with Twice's death, which he got that sweet moment with Toga, but it also ends with Hawks getting all his wings burned. We get the blackout bubble from Dobby, and then we get Tokoyami coming in to save the day. Like, just all of those 2-3 chapters were just some of my favorite that I have ever read.
And then right after with the fucking that Twice death chapter was the shit.
Like I'm saying that
was one of my that's got to be one of my top 5. I don't know where it is, but it got to be in there.
So just that entire fight, everything it leads to, I loved it. I loved all of it. That's my number 4.
Homie Twice. We already know that. But that's the homie Twice.
I know.
We know.
It is. I had to have him there.
My guy Dustin, twin.
Yo, twin,
Number
man. My number 4 is All for One versus One for All.
Hey.
When that fight happened, that's the fight that took, like, there's certain parts in My Hero where the series took a considerable leap. And that was like one of the first ones when that whole fight and situation happened. And just like, I literally love the dialogue and the emotion surrounding the fight, because it wasn't a lot of like punches and like all that, but it was just like more of like that dialogue, see how sinister All for One really was, and how like he brought out like the worst in All Might, because that's just how evil he was, and that's how you had to be in order to like have a chance of beating him. And just like the commentary he would make was like when All Might showed up and he was like, 30 seconds? You gotten slow. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
He was talking shit the whole fight.
Yeah.
Talking like,
the whole fight.
and it's like just snide comments. No, I'm listening to my bad.
Yeah, no, go ahead, good. But it was like, yeah, it was just like, and then there were casual. Oh, and then when he did like the little picking up his cheeks, like, you know, with like to mimic a smile. It was like, dog, he's doing all of this mid fight, and then to be fighting All Might, and he had all of these like defects, like he was blind, like to find the shit afterwards, like he was blind, he couldn't, you know what I'm saying? It was like so much shit going on with him, he was still doing what he did, and it was just like impactful, and you know, saying he was using the people around to limit All Might. Like, it was just a great fight, you know what I'm saying? It was really just not in a sense of punches thrown, but just a sense of like all the emotion and everything around it. That shit was great too.
Like we was talking about before it started, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of emotion around it. It's like, I don't want to say barely any hands, like, you know what I'm saying? They mix for a little bit, but like the main thing around that fight is the emotion. Even afterwards, when he hits that, hey, you're next. Yeah, everything around that fight was playing.
Yeah, everything, bro.
Yeah.
Mad respect for that pick. Mad respect.
Yes, sir. Twitchy number 4.
I'm sure some of you guys will think this fight's a little bit low in my rankings, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not like this arc. I love this. Well, I love the artwork. I'll get into it. So I love the artwork in this arc, but this arc was, I don't even think it was in my top 9 when I first read it. But number 4, I have Endeavor and Hawks versus Hood.
Oh yeah, that's not even. Yeah, I feel you.
Wait. What arc are you talking about?
The Pro Hero
Saying he
arc.
doesn't like the Pro Hero arc.
Yeah, he's definitely
I said
bugging.
it first.
He's definitely bugging. He's definitely bugging. I didn't get it at first, but
Like the strongest 10 chapters in the series.
It's definitely grown on me. No, because I have not vibed with Hawks since
all
he
I'm
was
saying
introduced.
is Twitchy got some viewpoints.
I do. Yes.
Outside of My Hero, Twitchy got some viewpoints.
Listen, I knew this was coming. That's why I had to preface it with that introduction.
When he said Endeavor and Hawks versus Hood, I knew what he was talking about, but nah, it must have been something else in the name. I forgot. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Bro, he was gonna say Hawks versus that one villain right there.
Nah. No, but I feel like I said this earlier, but I generally prefer. I genuinely prefer anime over manga, and the anime really sold it for me. The attention to detail and that Endeavor punch, where I agree, and that's one reason why it's climbed up the list. I would say probably it's about 4 or 5 on my arc list right now, but man, just the anime had such care to detail.
I remember you was doubting it so hard, and I'm just like, Twitchy, stop. Why are you doing this? I was like, why are you doing this? It's not gonna be bad. They're not gonna rush it. I promise.
No, I think Endeavor is one of the best drawn characters by Horikoshi, probably second to only Shigaraki. But I don't know what it was about that arc. I was not vibing with it when I was reading it week to week, and I don't know.
I wasn't paying attention that it was a whole ass different arc, and then this Nomu came out there. I'm like, damn, I thought it was in a grace period. What happened? I thought it was in a grace period. This motherfucker just pull out, boom, destroy the city. Like, wait, what's going on? I bet we here now. Cool.
That shit was popping from the beginning.
Yeah, I wasn't ready. I didn't know I didn't know a new arc was starting. I wasn't ready for that shit. That blindsided me. I like that shit. That was always in my top 5? Always in my top 5. Yeah, we go ahead and say
that shit in my top 3.
No doubt. That shit was clean. What? Endeavor, Hawk versus Hood.
Yeah, I'm actually mad I forgot about that. That was a great. That's top 5 for the fights though.
I forgot about it as well. It would definitely be my other honorable mention. I don't know. That might have. I don't know. That might have knocked Dekubaku out.
You see why I wanted to wait to give my honorable mention later? Like, I'm gonna steal some of these niggas.
Oh, okay. You talk to him.
I couldn't remember shit.
I'm dead. Vante 4.
Number 4, I got Fat Gum and Red Riot versus Rappa and Ikiji. I think that's how you say his name. The spear and shield battle. I liked it. Rappa, he got hands, relentless. Kirishima, the glimpse of his backstory, Mina and all of that. I also like Hikiji's smarts in the shield battle, like on Rappa's team. He was making sure his guy was good or whatever, even though Rappa didn't care. Red Riot's defense, unbreakable, the ultimate shield he has, and then Fat Gum's counter as the ultimate shield in the end. It was really dope. I just like I like that they called it the shield and the shield and spirit battle, because it just, I don't know, that name itself just it's different. Like, a lot of other fights didn't have that, I guess you could say, and then for a 2 versus 2 fight, it was just great.
It told a lot about it too. I don't know. I like how you were saying with the shield dude carried and Rappa didn't. Like, I like that whole dynamic of they both had different ideals during that fight.
Rappa, what are you doing?
It's like, I'm trying to fucking fight. What you think I'm trying to do? He's like, well, no, you're not. He's like, well, yes, I am. He's like, fine, I'll let the barrier go. Let the barrier go. Bitch, you thought, what? I'm like, okay, hold on now. Just let my guy Rappa fight. Big respect for bro, too. Big respect for bro. That's my guy. He's like, I'm gonna need you to get stronger, cuz we gonna finish this eventually. I ain't bad shit. I'm trying to see the rematch. What you mean?
And I just love the fact that Red Riot got to be with Fat Gum and do this too, because we might not get to see this again. Maybe not.
Fat Goat.
Yeah, Fat Goat.
That boy, young Fat Goat. That's my guy. Nah, that was a clean ass play. Clean ass fight.
I really hope Rappa comes back.
Yeah.
My number 4 would be Mirio versus Shia Hisaki. You know what I'm saying? Going against all them niggas. You know? Okay, go throw the Bokuto out there one time for the one time. Yeah, when he just like when he rolled up Solo Dolo versus Endeavor, Chrono, all them smacked the shit out of all of them. That shit was so clean. It was Mirio versus what we gonna call it? Mirio versus Overhauling them. Boy, that is always. I think that my favorite panel. Nah, my second. One of my top 5. One of my top 5 panels easily is when he was going in to kick fucking when he was going in to kick. It was either Chrono or nah, I think it was Chrono. He going in to kick Chrono, kick through Ares' head and kicked him. Yeah. Had his half his foot was kicking his face and half his foot was still in Ares' like head. That shit was so raw. That whole the Phantom Menace, boy, it was raw. I don't listen. I told y'all I don't know Star Wars like that. I got that reference. I got that reference. That Phantom Menace, that shit went crazy. That shit went, man. That's my boy Lemillion. That's what at that point that was my favorite character. At that point that was the homie. Well, after when he bodied the kids, he started to get up there. I was like, hold on, he just beat the shit out of all of these dudes. Who was this naked man bodying these people for no reason? Then he went up to them, Dolo, by himself. Dog, that's my guy. He said, I'm gonna go on, I can do this. They said, wait, nah, don't worry about all that. And if he didn't do that, shit wouldn't have happened. He stopped their ass for real.
And he was doing all of that while he was drunk.
I mean, basically. Yeah. Nah, Mirio's that goat. Yeah, versus overhauling them. That's how we gonna do it. All right, Ian, you're number 3, my boy.
All right, it's a little known fight in MHA. You might have heard of it. It's called Mirio versus Overhaul.
You let it see.
So you talked about everything that's mostly important in terms of like the emotions. So I'll just talk about the paneling that I really love about it. So I really love the page flip of basically whenever Eri like he thinks about like, oh, every time she sees like something being pointed at her, she just instinctively reacts like she's already been hurt because she's been told to deal with it. And so Mirio's like, I'm gonna make sure she never feels pain again. And so when you see him jump over, he taps her on the head. And then you flip the page and he's smiling and it's like the most sincere smile ever. That just breaks my heart every time I look at it. There's just so much emotion to it. The fact that they use the quirk to like get Mirio to say out loud like, hey, you know, like you just gave up that little girl because you didn't want to be bothered with the consequences of it, right? You know, you would have done that regardless. Like, that's right. Yeah. And he has to face the fact that he like was very cold and calculated about it. And so but then that instead of breaking his spirit, that just makes him even stronger. And just all these things that just really, like Horikoshi, I think he literally said in an interview that he felt that he did Mirio a disservice in his first scene, like when he fights the kids. He's like, I don't think I did a good enough job. And so he said in an interview that he wanted to give him a fight that would make him someone you would want to be the main character. Man. And judging by the fan base, I think he did that.
He definitely did that, bro. He definitely, man. He swayed the fuck out my opinion when he beat the shit out them kids, bro. I was like, fuck them kids.
He thought that was trash, and he had to do better.
I don't know how he thought that. He lying to himself. Damn, Hori, what's going on?
But I just love that fight. There's so much emotion to it. And I don't mind the fact that in the manga we don't see the 5 minutes because it makes it feel even more special that it's just like. It's like this shouldn't be possible. He's a quirkless guy fighting a guy with like one of the strongest quirks ever. So it feels like this miracle of just like 5 minutes passed and he was still quirkless. And then it just shows him standing there. And it just lets you fill in the blank.
If they had just in the anime shown like a black screen, what was that text?
It would have hit so hard.
Oh yeah, instead of the slideshow,
you know what I'm saying? A little sound effect, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then my other favorite. Oh, sorry, we're gonna say.
No, I'm just upset about how the anime did it. But yeah, go on.
And then the last thing I'll say is I generally don't like the Viz translations. But I really, so I really loved the fan translation when I first read this, which is he's like, there's no way he's drunk. He should be, his spirit should be broken.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's
the
shot of
quirk.
him
I realized.
screaming, and he says, yeah, he's out of a quirk. And he goes, what the hell is he? And I'm like, oh my gosh.
That shit was clean. That shit was
So
clean.
yeah, great fight. That's my number 3.
Oh, that shit is raw.
Oh yeah.
Wow, this nigga Jamal Murray is crazy.
I'm dead. Sherm, number 3.
All right. So my number 3 is Endeavor versus Hood with Hawks as support. Like just that entire thing in the manga, what they did with the anime, when Endeavor dissected that entire building and Hawks took all the rubble away. Like that was so clean. Loved that entire fight.
No, that shit was kind of like the spider web, but that's what you talking about, the spider web shit.
Mhm.
Oh, the hell
That
spider.
had dog.
Oh,
In the manga, that was one thing. In the anime, they just outdid themselves with that shit, bro.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah, yeah,
outdid themselves with that shit.
and then Hawks is running backwards on a roof while carrying
Oh,
the
yeah.
rebel away while casually talking to Endeavor, and it's just like, okay, this guy's a menace.
Yeah,
Like,
just know that should be on my list, but I fucking forgot, so it'd be like that sometimes. I just forgot, so it'd be like
There's
that.
just too many great
I ain't
fights in the
sleep though.
series.
I ain't sleep. Well, I was asleep, I guess. I was. You said what? Ian?
I just said there's just too many great fights in the series.
The fight
It's easy
dude.
to-
yeah, like if you sit down and think about it, yeah, there are a lot of them, a lot of good ones.
And they all ain't Deku, which is dope. It's not MC, just all MC related fights. You love to see it. You love to see it. Dustin, number 3.
My number 3 is Deku versus Todoroki.
Oh,
Speaking of MC related fights, that fight was dope, bro. It was like the first true fight in My Hero, like that was just like amazing, like just everything. And it was just like, again, the emotions in that fight, how it was more than just a fight. It was more about like trying to, make this was start of like Todoroki growing as a character. Was that fight, making him question what he was really doing, what he was doing it for, and just seeing Deku trying to push that out of him, being more concerned about him than actually fucking winning, made me really fuck with Deku more than I already did at that point. And I really, really enjoyed that fight. That beginning, the sports fest, because sports festival was like the best arc in My Hero for like a good bit, until like Overhaul came in or some shit like that. So it was really dope, really, really dope. That's all I gotta say.
nah, it was. I definitely agree with that shit. It's one of the cleanest, one of like animated. That one in Baku Shoto, some of the most gorgeously animated fights, like for zero reason. It's just clean. I fucks with it for zero reason at all. Twitchy, number 3, Z. You there, my boy? Twitchy? Hello? 1 second. You won. I got you. Come back, Vontae, number 3.
Number 3, same as Dustin, Deku versus Shoto.
Hey.
And for this, it kind of like showcased, or I would say foreshadow, but not necessarily. But it showcased, I guess you could say, kinda the strongest versus the greatest hero. If you see what I'm saying, with Deku and Shoto, or of the strongest.
That's facts.
And I just like the emotion, like Dustin said, the emotion. It was very impactful. You got Deku being very hungry in this battle and make sure Shoto, go down his own path and basically not waste his talent, which is, his dad's side of the quirk. And it really showed that was the fight that I was gonna say that had the foundation for My Hero first before the what did I say? The Stain Deku Ida Todoroki one.
I agree.
Yeah, and yeah, it was just it really was a foundation to the show, and it got me hooked from the get go, especially with that.
Yeah, I think that one got a lot of
was
people.
great. Yeah, the animation was great in the anime. Yeah, it was really dope. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, that shit was raw. That shit was definitely raw. Richie, you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hey, boy.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Number 3, I actually have Deku versus Overhaul. Even though it's
Which one?
well, yes.
Okay.
I included both parts as like
Okay.
You got it.
the one fight. Just because even though it's my favorite arc to this day from My Hero,
Same.
just the amount of
Wait, which arc?
overhaul.
It's your favorite arc?
Wow.
It
Why
is.
is that a wow?
Yeah, why is it?
I just never expect that
You said
to
what?
be his favorite arc.
Oh, you didn't expect
One-
it? Oh yeah, I
No.
think me and him has this conversation like 86 times.
Oh, damn. I was gonna. All right, whatever. Go ahead.
I just think it was the emotional impact of, and it keeps coming back to this for My Hero. What is a true hero? And I love the dichotomy between Mirio and Deku. Deku's more so my boy than Mirio, but I still respect the fact that Horikoshi brought two sides of that same coin to the one arc. And in the actual fight between Deku and Overhaul, I could technically include Lemillion because he was the one who wrapped the cape around Eri in order to give her the courage to let herself be saved. And that was what let Endgame Deku out of the rakes. And I don't know. I could honestly talk about this fight for a half an hour, but essentially it's one of the best fights in My Hero. I think it's a classic, especially with what the anime did, adding a little bit of extra sauce on it. Enough said.
With it. Definitely a classic fight. I fucks with it. It's definitely gonna be talked. Anime and manga be talked about because they shine differently. You know what I'm saying? The anime and the manga, those fights shine. In my opinion, at least, they shine differently. So, I think.
Yeah, I had to put it at number 3 though, just because in the manga, I know it is supposed to be more so of like a one shot, one kill type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But I did enjoy the way that the anime kind of twisted that on its head a little bit.
They surely animated the fuck out of it. They surely did. That's a crispy clean number 3. I hate Dustin and Vontae because Deku versus Shoto Todoroki is my number 3. Listen, man, fight was goated. My first favorite, actually, that's cap. I should have had my other honorable mention is when Deku when he punched the shit out that first robot. That shit was so hard to me. Like when he went to save Uraraka the first time, that shit was so hard to me. But nah,
Yeah.
But still, like that was my first one that I fucked with extra heavy just because it was like that shit was so clean to me. Like that shit, that touched my soul. But nah, Deku vs Shoto, listen, there's not much I can say that ain't been said. That shit was clean. Just like I really like the point Vontae. I really like the point Vontae said. It's it represents the greatest hero versus the best hero, the strongest hero versus the greatest hero, and it's like I'm like, hold on, that's facts. I wouldn't even think about that. I was thinking of obviously All Might, Endeavor things. That's a parallel, but like Endeavor wasn't the greatest or the strongest. So, but it's like like for this specifically, it absolutely does. Like it does that. So I do love to see it. She was animated crisply. All the emotions, y'all already talked about it. I'm not gonna talk about it again. Ian, number 2. Ian, my boy. And number 2.
He's gone.
Hello.
You still here? You can hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. My internet decided to be a spaz.
I thought it was mine. My shit had been spazzing for no reason, but no, you good.
Okay, yeah, because people have been cutting out on my end, but I think it's just me. So yeah, my number 2 is this will be an easy one. Endeavor versus Hood. All the reasons everyone else said. So the only thing I can really add is I love the aspect of it where with All Might's fight, whenever he was deflated and he was defeated and he was going to give up, everyone cheered for him because they didn't like seeing him in pain and weak. It actually emboldened them, be like, no, All Might would not lose, and so they cheered on him even more. Whereas with Endeavor, he is bleeding and dying and all these things, and everyone doesn't believe in him. They think they're screwed, and Endeavor still has to fight regardless of that. And people have to, like, you have to have people like Hawks or that one little boy who have to come in and be like, no, guys, you don't understand.
Can't you see?
Yo, what's up?
I said, can't you see?
Yeah, the meme kid. But yeah, I just love that parallel. There's so many parallels between the Endeavor fight and All Might. There's just so many great moments throughout, and it's just a great fight. And the anime just took it above and beyond, like just so good. So
I honestly think Endeavor should get more credit.
Got you here.
Nigga,
But-
biased.
I think
that's all I got.
More
for that.
credit for that?
No, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so say she
Okay.
biased.
Okay.
She
He's
biased.
the number
She is
2
biased.
hero.
She is biased.
He's the number 2 hero.
I'm
Like
just saying,
he
I'm
was
talking
number 2, became
No.
number 1. How much more credit can he get?
I mean,
He got it by default though.
I mean, like in general, like when All Might was there, not only did people get lazy, but like, I think by All Might being there, a lot of heroes didn't get credit for like day-to-day things.
it's because they wasn't doing shit. He was.
Niggas a bum.
It's because he was doing all the things.
Endeavor has canonically solved more crimes than All Might. So
Right.
He was putting in work. Like Endeavor and a couple other heroes like put it in work.
He
And I
being
feel
a
like
dick though.
See, I get it.
Yeah,
I
that's why
get
they don't
saying they
respect
might like need like a little more, not that much more, not that much more. I don't think so.
they definitely respect him after the Hood fight. So, but that's why it's my number
Absolutely.
2.
That shit's clean.
True.
Shit,
Yeah.
Sherm, Sherm.
Like,
Number
like
2.
Endeavor would save you and call you a bum while he saves you. Like,
Oh yeah,
How you
Some
feel
Bakugo
absolutely.
shit.
yeah, how you feel about that?
that's probably his dad.
Come on.
Oh, it's your stepson then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Big Sherm, number 2.
All right, so I have Suyu, Ida, Kirishima, and Shota Todoroki versus Chimera.
Ah.
In the movie, that was freaking eye candy.
Oh,
That
movie
was
fight?
my.
Finally, a good fight.
Chimera.
It was
Let's
my-
just go ahead and type Chimera versus all.
It was yeah, like it was my favorite, probably my favorite 10 to 15 minutes of both movies put together.
That was my favorite
Just-
10 to 15 minutes of the rest of those fucking characters.
Like oh man, that fight is just something else. Even if you don't want to watch the whole movie, Dustin, you have to watch that fight.
Chimera
Watch
was bodying them niggas, bro.
Chimera.
Chimera one of the hardest niggas in My Hero, dog. Chimera one of the hardest niggas in My Hero, bro. That's my
If it's not,
dog.
if it's not canon to the series, I have a hard time being interested in watching it.
That's understandable. That's
Wait,
I don't.
seriously,
I was
where's Chimera?
halfway interested. I was. Huh?
Where's Chimera?
Did you watch the second movie,
Yes.
The Animal?
No, I said where.
Oh, where? Fucking probably somewhere Tartarus.
Probably Tartarus, yeah. Like
They lost.
they got caught.
In jail.
If
That was
in
the
the
movie.
manga, I'll be so
Nine got
happy.
bodied.
You said if he's in a
Oh.
manga? Oh.
It would
If
be.
he gets put into the manga, that would be incredible.
Keep
I
Nine
would love
ugly
it.
ass out of
So-
here, but fucking Chimera, I
No,
need it.
Nine's dead.
Huh? Oh,
Nine's
he's
Right.
done?
Right,
Is he
so we
dead?
don't
That's
need
the
him.
movie.
Damn, is that how much I didn't care about that movie?
Yes.
Like a boy or whatever, and like decayed him, and he was like in a field of flowers.
Hey, you got it. I don't not believe you. I just forgot. I just forgot. I
Spoilers
promise.
for the second My Hero Academia movie.
Oh, we're not even gonna get into it.
You can see that on Twitch for free, so I don't know about that.
I mean, technically, you know what I'm saying? Somebody did a reaction, you know what I'm saying, to the first movie on Twitch, and it's technically still there if anybody wanted to see it. Cough, cough, nudge, nudge. Anyways, that's at number 2.
Number
Yep,
2
that's
is Deku versus Gentle.
Hey.
Best
Respect.
choreographed fight in My Hero. Like that shit was straight hands, but it was like tactical hands. You know what I'm saying? Like each hand had a purpose. It wasn't just like some Dragon Ball Z shit where niggas just punching the life out of each other and niggas is cool. Like this shit was great. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
just to see the way Gentle uses quirk, to see the emotion, like that was the first fight in My Hero Academia where I was actually rooting for, like against. I wanted Deku to lose that entire
Same.
Damn, I think I heard
You know
you say
what I'm
that a
saying?
long ass time ago before.
Yeah,
too.
I knew what was
Damn, I
happening.
heard you say that a long time ago.
Yeah, that shit was like years, huh? But I was like,
Yeah.
bro, I wanted Deku to lose. Like I really was on Gentle's side. I was like, bro, I was really like, but it was just dope.
Like
It
the
was really
whole thing
scrappy.
with La Brava too, bro. Man.
Yeah, LeBron, her backstory was thrown in there. Gentle's backstory was thrown in there. Both they got dope,
I hate
backstories.
That's why I
So
halfway
young.
think y'all ain't ready for my number 2, but
You hate that shit, what?
I hate that she's so young, cause like saying
Why?
what twice and like
She
told
20.
him
She like 20 something.
Yeah, she's 21.
he's still like 40.
He's like 30.
She legal though.
Yeah, he's literally 31.
it's not like she's fucking 17.
It's the gray hair. It's
Yeah, It's just for the
And the
visual
mustache.
comedy of like this really old guy who's super young, and then this like little tiny girl, and she's like way older. It's just for
actually
like
fat.
visual.
And then,
comedy.
if I'm not mistaken, that's also a reference to I think Silver Age comics, to
Yeah,
where they
no,
were more
they're
goofy.
totally-
So like,
Yeah. No, like I'm cool with that. I'm just saying, like my hero in these age gaps sometimes, though.
Age
Yeah,
gaps
a
for the
lot of
win.
anime is like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it be like that sometimes. Listen, my
I was about to ask you a question, but
guy
that had
twice,
nothing to do with
my guy
nigga.
twice wanted it. My guy to listen, man.
I wish it was legal. I really wish it was legal because that would have worked.
I mean, in Japan, it is
I mean,
legal.
he wants
It
to
is
murder
legal. It
children.
is
I
legal
think
in
Twice
Japan.
has way bigger problems than hitting on a psychopath.
But yeah, y'all niggas
Yeah.
just stepped all over number 2.
Yes,
But yeah.
sir.
My number 2, yeah. So yeah, I liked how LeBrava was like LeBrava's real, bro. Like she really dedicated and loyal to this man. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that.
She might be the realest.
No.
She might be one of the realest characters in here.
Yeah,
Period.
she real one for sure. It was dope, man. I hope Gentle comes back into the story, but in a way that makes sense, not just to bring him back, but bring him back in a sensible way. But yeah, that's my number 2.
I think it's definitely coming though. I fuck with it heavy. My boy Twitchy, which is number 2, my boy.
number 2, I have Deku versus Muscular.
Yes.
No, get him, Twitchy, get out of here, bro.
No.
Get out of here, bro.
That's a good fight.
Listen,
No, number 2.
number 2.
That's a good fight.
Y'all both gotta go together. Get out
This
of
was the first moment that Deku saved someone as like a legitimate hero. It was a solo fight versus a villain. He was outclassed. He had the classic Deku moment, which, well, 2 of them actually in this fight, but it's his cleverness that always gets to me. The first part was when he stuck his broken hand inside of Muscular's muscles so that Muscular couldn't get away from 100% smash. That was raw. And then the second one was when he did the Delaware smash to flick his fingers outside, or to flick his fingers and get his hand outside of Muscular's grip with his muscles so that he could then perform a Detroit smash afterwards. Voice acting on point, animation, godly. That is one of my favorite moments as well for the entirety of My Hero, to when Muscular says, "Wait there, I'll kill you soon." And Deku responds, "As if I'd let you kill him."
And like,
I get goosebumps whenever
and,
he
like,
says that.
Nah, I like that whole. Hey, what's
And
his
the
name?
ending,
Showed it when he
yeah.
threw the water on him. He said, "Hey, motherfucker, get off deck." I was like, "Look at my little cousin. Look at my guy."
And another thing that I really love about that fight
Yeah,
is
my
the
top 10,
internal
I fuck with it.
monologue that Deku has with himself,
Oh yeah.
self-doubting himself. Well, maybe I should run away. No, if I run away, I'll be killed. Well, if we can make it to Eraserhead, no, his quirk won't work like that. I don't know. It embodies what Deku is as a character in that one fight. And then I know I've said this before, but there's a lot of Naruto references, and it's a reference to that Naruto kid who Naruto saved from that water village or whatever. And I don't know. There's just so much about that fight that I adore.
I know all of the Naruto references. Yes, Nah,
It was the little kid that his dad's got his arms broken for protecting the village.
Don't do it. I don't know nothing about Naruto. Don't do it. Don't
Okay.
don't do it.
All right. All right.
It was early.
Yeah, I know, right?
Listen, I clearly forgot. I don't know. Naruto, listen, I was a Bleach kid. Nah, but Vante, number 2.
Number 2, you guys might be a little surprised
Y'all
that
definitely
it's actually
surprised.
lower.
I be a million. It's got to be some of the millions.
Yes, overhaul versus Lemillion.
That kind of surprised me. We'll see.
That's not too low.
Yeah.
So,
Too hard.
very so kind of like what I was jokingly saying earlier when I was talking about Mirio versus all of them, like how you said. Anyway, very heroic. They had to do a dirty thing to my boy, shooting him with the quirky racing bullet. He still fought. He still persevered. He showed that willpower. He had no quirk. And like I always said, he's the one that made his quirk a lot better than what it is. And it kind of reminds me of the saying of hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That kind of ideal. And this is like the first fight we've seen where MHA has done a fight like this where somebody was quirkless versus, well, kind of, where somebody was quirkless versus somebody that's at least OP at that.
I'm about to say, to that extent, I agree. That was definitely the first time, especially to that extent. Nah, that shit, that fight was definitely clean. She was definitely clean. Flo said that. Yeah, Ian said that too. And Twitchy. No wait, that's Deku. I'm tripping. I'm lying. All right, my number 2. Y'all just fucking wasn't ready. Y'all just wasn't. Toga versus Curious.
I thought about putting it on there, but
Let's go. Okay. Yeah.
So, Toga versus Curious. Boy, I was devastated the whole fucking fight. Listen, they started running hands. All of a sudden, Toga just explodes. Like, what? What is this quirk? Blood going you in this or just and make it explode? What? You can explode these cells? Huh? What? First off, her quirk is raw. They mixed in both of their backstories in that quirk. Quirk? My dumb ass. In that fight. You know what I'm saying? They had the Toga shit, you know what I'm saying? Society saw her as weird because she drinks blood, but drinking blood is just fucking normal to her. So like, there's that whole, they brought it that, you know what I'm saying? They brought that whole thing into it. We know Spinner had troubles with his quirk and people just thinking he's fucking weird as well. So that shit is extra clean to me. So there's that. We motioned in both of their backstories. Fucking, well, half of Curious's backstory. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? She was interested in Toga the whole time, which is extra weird, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Fucking, we got to see more quirks, we got to see more, another quirk evolve, you know what I'm saying? She used Ojiko's quirk in it at the same time. That shit was clean. All the choreography in it was clean. She went from she almost started mixing with her. She was mixing with like the bodyguards and shit like that. All of them motherfuckers chased her into that one building. She was running hands with all of them in there. She was gonna listen. She bought all them knives and fucked everybody up at the same time. I can't wait for that fight to get animated.
The
that
imagery
shit was so clean, huh?
And like the imagery, whenever she's like, "What's your normal? This is my normal," and she has like this cat face.
Dog, she got some of my favorite. She got one of my favorite smiles in anime. Period, bro.
Yeah,
I love that shit. Dog, she be going. She like, this is my. I love it. I love it. Like, this is my norm. That whole aspect. That shit was so clean. That fight was just so clean to me. She caught bodies that fight. I think she might have the most on-screen bodies. Like, I think she got the most, I could be capping. I could be. But I think she got the most on-screen, but that shit was clean to me. I love it.
I was saying that the last time because we don't know who all Shiggy has actually killed.
Oh yeah, wait, no. We had this conversation last time.
So absolutely Toga's body. Yeah, her body counts higher.
No, because remember when Shiggy touched the one person and it spread to 86 other niggas and we was like, oh shit, what the fuck?
That's on screen.
Yeah, so I'm lying.
Man.
So she got
Mama, there goes that man.
Listen, she got the second most bodies, and that still means something to me. Shit, she did something. Okay. Kirishima still bounced back, but shit, when Mina threw the one thing, tried to throw it in Maki's mouth, she said, "Nope, nigga, knife." What you thought this was?
Great.
That was amazing.
Toga's just like, that's why she's my second favorite character. We talked about that last time, but like, well, one of them times. But yeah, that's my number 2. That shit extra crispy. That's my fucking shit. That's see y'all halfway kind of see what I meant there. It is a dope ass fight to me. In the number 1, me brother.
I don't know how you got all this energy still, nigga. I'm tired of the defense.
Huh? Trust and believe. Trust and believe. I'm not editing a damn thing when I get done. I'm not doing.
All right, well, don't worry because my number 1 is I hate Mr. Twitchy because he stole my number 1. It's Deku versus Muscular.
Hey.
And I super dislike him because while he was talking, I thought, oh wait, but he hasn't talked about this, and then he steals my direct line. He said, like, oh wait, he didn't talk about the specific line of, as if I'd let you kill him.
Wait, real quick. Mr. Twitchy, what's your quirk, Mr. Twitchy?
It's called Next Panel.
I'm sorry, Ian. I'm sorry. Continue.
Don't worry. Here's the thing. That would work really good with my panel or my quirk about finding panels. But, all right. So thankfully, I wrote a thread about this fight that connects to anything but all the stuff he talked about.
Hey, you love to see it. Preparation.
So, what's that?
Preparation. You love to see it.
Yes. I was waiting for this moment. So basically, I love that this whole fight is actually just a warm up and a foreshadow of the All for One versus All Might fight, because beat for beat, it is exactly the same.
And they use the same music.
Yeah, they even use the same music. In the anime, they use the same visuals. But so let me explain. So you have All Might coming in, and he has to protect just a singular person. He uses all of his power, and he loses his will to fight. But the screams of one innocent person who he shouldn't, by all means, be able to protect allows him to bring out his power in his right arm, and he breaks it twice. Deku breaks it 3 times, but All Might breaks it twice. They then use a clever move in order to overcome and get close to the bad guy in the front, and then they use their broken arm plus Ultra. They use like a crazy move we've never seen before, which is just punch real hard. And they both destroy the villain. And I just love that because people connect the camp arc and Kamino arc a lot. I love that Horikoshi set it up that he gave Deku the same type of fight, and he gave All Might like the exact same framing for his fight. Although whereas Deku ends his fight screaming in agony, All Might is actually able to raise his fist. So there's still the parallel of like this is what Deku could get to, but at the heart of it, when you break these characters down to their rawest state, they function exactly the same, and that's why All Might chose Deku. It's just an incredible fight. Love it. It's just to me. It's like the beating heart of My Hero, like that fight and that image of Deku standing there, just like in agony, and just like I love the music in the anime. People thought like, oh, it should have been You Say Run. It should have been like this epic music. No, the music they played, because the ending of Muscular's fight is not I won. It's I survived.
Like this. I somehow got through that shit
with all 2 of his fingers.
Yeah,
that's the end of the arc for real. Woo!
Yeah, yes. It's this euphoric, incredible moment. To me, I just need something in My Hero to top it. The closest would be, in terms of emotionality, would be stuff in the Overhaul fight. But I just feel like this is in its rawest form, and I just love it so much. Also, the manga detailing on Muscular's fibers, I think, is like the most detail Horikoshi's put into any just like span of chapters. Like it's incredible how detailed it is. So love that fight.
I gotta go back and reread it, because back then that's when I was disrespectfully reading manga as opposed to appreciating it as much as I do now, because I fucking love manga. I just like back when I was reading it back then I just reading, not appreciating it, but I just gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's what I gotta do with Naruto too, you know what I'm saying? I talk a lot of shit, but eventually I'll give it the respect that it deserves. That's a strong eventually. But I will still slandy. Sure, number 1.
All right, so for my number 1, I have Kirishima and Fat Gum versus Rappa and Barrier.
You love to see.
That was my favorite moment from the Overhaul arc. Just we get the backstories that we already had gotten foreshadowed when we had Red Right the first time. It ties in Mina with it. We get to see their connection grow. Just everything about it worked so well, and I think the anime really did it a lot of justice.
It did it. And I think the anime was better than the manga.
Oh yeah, like man,
the best part of the fucking arc.
I'm saying
in the anime, at least anime specific.
Oh yeah, well I mean, anime for sure, but for me, manga too. Like it solidified Kirishima and Fat Gum both in my top 5 favorite characters. Like I just how they interact them together, their emotions that they feel towards each other. Just it's great. I love them. I love it all.
That shit was a great ass fight.
That right there
is indeed a great ass fight. Dustin, number 1. You got honorable mentions, or you got number 1? Let me know.
I got one honorable mention real quick. I don't think nobody else mentioned this.
Oh.
Sun Eater versus the 3.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great ass
Sun Eater versus
emotional
noobs.
ass fight. Yeah, that was just like the seat.
Did you say noobs?
That's exactly what I said. They got they got 1v3.
For the villains to get the friendship power up, I feel like was a nice twist on the trope.
I didn't think about that. You're right.
Yeah, and that shit was just really, really dope. Sun Eater got a lot of respect the way he used his quirk in that fight after that fight. And the whole flashback with his name. Yeah, it was
No,
really, really good.
you're right. When he told, hey, go ahead, I can handle this. Hey, hold on, it's 3. I can handle this.
Yeah.
And Batgun was like, you let him handle this.
Yeah.
Batgun was like, he said he got it, didn't he? All right, then let's
He
go.
got it.
Yeah.
That was that was
eating
raw.
that crystal was raw.
Yeah, I'm saying
Love
eating that
that
crystal was raw. Nah, you right. Nah, you good. That shit was raw. I'm like, damn. And it's like, what? Can he like eat some metal? It's like, bro, he might eventually like fucking like eat some metal and then make it to where like make his throat to where like you can just eat other random like worse shit. This motherfucker just ate a spike bomb or some shit like that.
Oh,
I don't know.
remember,
Listen,
oh,
I
girl,
might be 5 head with it.
Oh, girl was saying that. Remember, old girl was saying that he could eat like humans.
I'm
and
old girl.
Huh? Listen.
shit.
Why? Why?
Hey man, listen.
My bad. How you say her name? I don't really know how to say her name. I don't know if y'all saying it wrong or saying it's Portia?
Yeah.
Or is it Porcia?
Portia.
Oh yeah, it's Portia. My bad, Portia. I didn't want to say her name wrong. I feel like that's worse.
I am
This is
literally that exact same way. Cause
yeah.
my name is 3 letters, but people still always say it wrong. And it's just like, I don't get mad if people do it on accident, but like, you purposely don't do that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even say that online, but don't fucking do that.
I just say, hey, you, and then hope they say it.
Hey, what's happening, bro? What? Nah,
Huh? Oh.
nah, just like that. You don't know the fucking name. Just like that. What's happening, bro? Nah. But Sunny versus the Noobs. Did you say your top one? Or am I
I didn't say noobs, but yeah.
I definitely said.
Yeah.
That's how I typed it in. But that's how I typed it in because that's how much room I got. I got some.
My number one. I can't believe how don't nobody spoil it. But I can't believe how much disrespect this fight has gotten this whole stream.
It better not be what I.
And don't say it. But I can't. I want to say it. But the disrespect this fight has gotten all stream, and it's not intentional. Y'all just didn't know better. But for some of y'all to have Deku versus Muscular as number 2 and number 1, and y'all disrespect this fight, I cannot believe it. But my number 1 is Deku versus Bakugo 2. Like y'all are
I fucks with it. I think that's
Pretty.
for
That was it.
I feel like y'all will understand my favorite because ain't none of y'all. Okay, you keep going. You keep going. My bad. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. But but just like this is how it started. Like for Bakugo to be like, man, fuck this talking bullshit. We gonna fight. Like you know what I'm saying? Like let's go out, meet me outside. We finna throw hands. And they just Bakugo start blasting at him, and Deku like, bro, I don't think people remember.
That's how he talks. I like that.
The whole community got so hyped just seeing Deku go from 5% to 8%.
Yeah,
I know.
Like niggas was going crazy because like you just felt
can't even take 15% now.
Ah, shit, she gotta hate on this.
Don't
hate on you.
There's always gotta throw some slander. It's always gotta come.
Mean ass stepmama.
I never said I didn't like him. I just hate how he's just stacked.
You call somebody trash. You don't like him.
We didn't say you didn't like him. We just said you slandering. Well, I
you
did.
slander somebody you don't like him. But yeah, man, it was just like amazing to see how like that was like the best choreography in a fight in My Hero until the Gentle fight. Like just the way they was moving and Deku went up on that railing and how he evaded an attack out of that. It was just so dope. And it was short. And then you thinking like, bro, who gonna win? You know what I'm saying? Like who? Like if Bakugo wins, you know what I'm saying? He's still that nigga. But damn, if Deku wins, that's kind of like, do that take the competitive edge off for the rest of the series? It's like, but it was like really, really close. And then the fight ends with like just abruptly, like Bakugo just bodies it.
Boom!
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like,
it's over, bro. Like that shit was hard, and it was the start of like them like actually growing and communicating with each other. Like that shit was so well done. Hey, bro, but I gotta dip.
Hey, you
and
good?
When I dip, either I'm coming right back, but if I don't come right back, then I'm not coming back.
It's all good. I can't imagine how long we'll be going after it. No, you already know. Appreciate you once again.
All right, Dustin.
But I might be right back, so I don't know.
Got you. Yeah, you good. You good. I'll let you know. All right, Twitchy number 1.
More slanders coming my way. I can feel it.
I'm ready. I
don't care. It is Deku and Bakugo versus 9. That is the best fight in the series. I don't care.
Okay.
Miss
Okay.
Uchichi, it was very pretty. I give you that.
No.
It's very
It's not. It's
No.
not just pretty.
Over Chimera?
Yes.
No.
Oh
No.
yeah, it
I
bodies
think-
Chimera
I'm
like
gonna put-
Chimera bodied
I'm gonna
those
put
children.
Dekugo versus 9.
Chimera didn't
Dekugo
go all the
versus
way
9.
Fine, call it Dekugo versus 9. I don't care.
Cause second user and ninth user versus.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not
it's
even
your
gonna get
fault.
into
It's
that.
your fault this
No,
time.
I
That's
didn't
your
bring
fault.
that up. I
That's
didn't bring
Monte.
that
No,
up.
I'm not saying. No, I'm blaming it on
Vontae.
Monte. You good, Twitchy? I'm sure. I'm
Okay.
supremely blaming it on
Vontae.
Monte.
It is the perfect what if scenario for My Hero.
And I'm so glad it's never gonna fucking happen. I'm so
No,
glad.
that's not true.
No,
That's
I
not
mean
true.
it's absolutely how Horikoshi planned to originally end the series. So I appreciate that he put it in a movie,
Why
so
is
it
he laughing?
cannot be canon.
Okay, so my top fight, Dustin, is Deku and Bakugo versus 9. It was the fight in the movie, the second movie.
Oh, I never seen that one.
I know we twins, and I know exactly how you feel. That's all.
Okay, whatever.
It's trash.
I'm gonna keep going. So it is the perfect what if scenario. It again embodies what Deku is as a character. He was willing to give up his quirk just to save a kid that he had just met a week ago. It had the perfect callback to the second episode, the first chapter of the series, where Deku ran after Bakugo, unbeknownst to his safety, and they had the same thing with Katsuma running to save his sister. It was beautiful. The animation,
Animation was clean.
the animation was top tier. They had the vocal Yusei run. It's the perfect My Hero fight to me, and I don't care what anyone says. Fight me.
I need y'all to know that every time he says anyone, I'm anyone. Every time he says anyone, he is directly talking to me.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't.
I feel you.
I feel you. I respect it. I respect it.
If it's not canon, it don't count.
Listen,
It's
all I'm
canon in
saying
my
is-
heart. That's all
All
that
I'm
matters.
saying is, if you watch it, you would rage as hard as I did. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Maybe.
Nah.
Oh,
I would have. I think so. It's possible. It's possible.
I would imagine so.
I think
I would
it will happen.
imagine so.
I
well,
think
because
it will
Deku and them share each other quirk or some shit.
that shit-
Deku shares
That
one
shit-
for all with Bakugo, and
Yeah,
they
that's-
fight one
yeah,
person
that's
together.
trash.
Yeah,
That's
it's
trash.
so trash.
Yeah, that's
My
trash.
fucking boy Bakugo, don't give him that fucking quirk. He stand tall on his own. That's my boy.
Exactly.
What you
He
mean?
Okay.
doesn't need it.
Go to get another quirk
You
though.
don't
Or he
need that shit.
No.
needs to upgrade his
You
own
don't
quirk.
need that shit.
Nah, Deku needed him to have that.
I get it. It still was shitty.
I
You get your
wish
ass up, Deku. You do it your damn self, nigga. What you talking
Yeah,
about?
I agree with that. I just wish like Bakugo had like a better quirk at the moment.
Man, she just
You
ready to
just
swim this
don't
nigga
give-
any
she just
time,
don't
bro.
like Bakugo.
Remember what you said a
I
few
think his
days
quirk
ago?
is fine.
And another quick point about that fight. You guys know, if you follow me pretty consistently, is that I like Bakugo. I don't love Bakugo. He's probably around 12 to 15 for me in terms of top characters. And for
That's
me to include him with this fight, that just shows like the moment.
He's top
That-
three. He's top 3 in character development though.
Oh, absolutely. Him, Endeavor, and Shiggy. That's an easy top 3 pick for character development. But
Shiggy, baby.
for this fight, it's the perfect what if scenario, and the fact that Horikoshi has the balls to say, I'll one up myself in the future. It just gets me so excited for My Hero. So not only did it deliver on this movie for the pinnacle of the movie, but it also delivered on the future of the series.
I ain't gonna lie,
And
my
that's why I
hero
love
ended
it.
like that. I would have had a problem.
Boy, dog, I don't listen. That's why I'm glad it was in this movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was in this movie.
Wait, so is it canon or not?
No.
It is not
No,
canon.
they are not canon.
Thank the Lord.
So none of the movies are canon?
No. Like they aren't canon at all. Horikoshi worked on them, so you can kind of see where they would fit in if they were canon, but they aren't. He uses the movies to give us examples
I really
of
wanted.
what can't happen. Like the first movie has Deku going full power, fighting alongside All Might at full power. That can't happen. That can't happen in the story. So he gave it to us in a movie.
He
like
was full
that. That's what he's using the movies for.
Yes, for sure.
No, he was
That's why I
full-
don't watch that. I don't watch no movies. I ain't never seen a One Piece movie.
You're missing
ever.
out. At least on the My Hero movies, I definitely recommend to watch it.
It's one of my hero One Piece movie missing out on, but it's not fucking. That's neither here nor there, cause fucking Twitchy and Vontae. But
I don't
speaking of
watch
Vontae, number one.
Number one.
Vontae the first.
Hey,
Number one, I got Endeavor versus Hood, or Endeavor and Hawks.
you love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a perfect moment for Endeavor. I never would have thought that it would happen like that. From of course, I thought really when All Might went down, I mean, yeah, Endeavor would be the number one, the next number one, or that's what we would think. But I still thought it was gonna be like kind of like when everybody was losing hope during the fight and seeing Endeavor there, and they're just comparing them with All Might. I just like that. You don't get that in a lot of other animes where like a character like that ends up getting his moment in that kind of way, and he really solidified himself as a number one hero and as a changed man. And
Changing.
yeah, or changing man, I guess you could say. Yes. But yeah, it's just great. It all goes into his character development and everything. I loved it.
I'm just looking at this Nana panel, man. She is ripped, bro. That's
She's
crazy.
getting all
like.
these inches. But anyways,
man. I'm cool.
I feel
She
I
might
can
break a
listen,
nigga.
How
I
is he a man
understand
of
it.
culture?
I understand it. What?
Man of culture.
Oh, there you I am. That's facts.
Oh,
Anyway,
you a
speaking of
what?
I'm a man of culture, she said. I'm a man of culture. And
Yeah,
I
she
am a man of
breaking
culture.
it.
Speaking of man of culture, my number one, the man of culture, King Shiggy Baby versus Redesto. That shit was raw.
Ah, you
Backstory
trash.
with it, with
You
everything.
trash.
What you talking about? What
You
trash?
trash. You trash.
I'll allow it.
You trash. Nah, you
Shit.
trash.
Nah.
You did the movie. You did the movie fight, so you try to get back your support from Townzie by allowing that shit. But that's
Huh?
trash.
That shit's not trash. Listen.
That fight was not
Listen.
that good.
Just know
That
as a
shit was
character.
my
The
favorite.
Tonga
though.
fight was better than that fight.
I had
Well,
trouble.
he's
I had
just
those
basically
are my
counting
top two
the
for a
backstory.
reason. Shit, those are my top two for a reason.
I will say really quickly that My Hero, the fights aren't about the fights. They're about
No.
everything but the
Dog,
fight.
everything that was happening in that shit was so. My boy Shigaraki just walked up, touched the tower, gone. I'm like, what? That's when we found out. Like, that's when his quirk didn't evolve, but he just found out. Oh, well. His quirk
We can't even
evolved
call
with
it
the
a
one
fight
thing.
though, because he
Yeah,
just
you
walked
can.
up and like dusted him.
But they was running. They was definitely running hands for it. They was mixing for a minute. They was mixing for a
See,
minute.
that's what
I gotta
mean,
I gotta reread that.
Definitely. Like, they
See,
was
that's
mixing
what I
for a
mean.
minute. That's where his backstory came in. Like, that's where he didn't like.
It was as
triggered
the hands
himself
were
to-
falling off his body. That's when he was like
Oh,
flashing
yes,
back.
and like the hands was falling up, bro. All of that shit was clean. Then mix in everything that happened at the end. All these officers was like, let's get his ass. This nigga turned around, stared at their ass. They just said, no, we. They just said, no, we good on that one, big fella. And then fucking, what's it called? Redesto turned around. He said, hey. He cut his legs off. That shit was clean. Listen, everything in that fight, not even just Shigaraki, like everything surrounding this shit was clean too. My guy had to cut his legs off just to say, listen, man, I ain't even with this no more. I'm good. I ain't about that life. I ain't trying to do it. He
But you
realized
see
that
what I'm
he realized that Shiggy, fuck,
Ow.
Shiggy's who I want to be. Wait, Shiggy's who I strive to be. Hold on, I'm fucking with this.
That
Even
nigga
if
started
he,
dick.
that's what I'm saying.
He started dicking immediately after.
Yeah,
like,
he
that.
did, and I liked him significantly less after that. But that didn't help me. That didn't make me hate Shigaraki more, baby. I'm like, that's my guy. Listen,
Like, but to me, that was like peak, like testosterone, and I wish that wasn't like we hit peak Bakugo, and I wish that was like I
that was
need
peak
to push
testosterone.
forward.
How?
No, I meant to say like peak Redestro and like
Oh.
peak Bakugo. It's like those one moments. I need them to go beyond like plus ultra. I need more.
You
I
need
like
Redestro to go beyond?
yes.
Plus chaos.
Do you think Bakugo's not? Like, do you think? What do you mean? I don't understand. I
I mean,
I
like,
heard what you said before, but I like, in my opinion, he's
I
had
need a
shine.
power upgrade. I need some power boost upgrades on the hero
Did you
side.
see what he just did to Shigaraki? Yeah, Shigaraki tanked it, but that's because he has all for one.
He's tanking everybody.
Everybody else that he hit with that other than Makia would have fucking died. Dabi, maybe, is an exception. Emphasis on maybe. Toga, gone. Twice, gone. Compressed,
Wait,
gone.
what did he do? You keep forgetting. I like miss like
Well, you don't fucking read. I don't know why he made big explosion. He made big explosion, just like he
Okay.
always do. And it's like No, I don't know why you think those ain't as strong as they are, but explosions are strong.
I took a whole break from Jump.
When he did his Hauser versus Todoroki, that's probably one of the strongest things he's ever done.
Yeah, I want more of that.
But he's there. He don't need to continue. Like, you can't just do that. You can't just bring that out. You can't just continue.
Well, and another thing about Bakugo's power is that even in the Endeavor internship arc, he was learning to condense his power. So it's not just like the big blast. It's condensing it to a certain point so he can go even faster.
More efficiency.
Yeah. It's not all about just
I'm not gonna lie.
bigger explosions.
Right there. I gotta reread that part. I was paying attention to Endeavor. I was not.
That arc is better. That guy arc is better every time you read it.
Paying attention to Endeavor? Who would have thought?
I was paying attention to.
Who would have thought? Who would have fucking thought? Anyways, yeah. So you might want to fucking read. You talking about? Bro, he's had plenty shine. You just don't read. Yeah, plenty shine. You just don't read.
I was just focused on the wrong part.
So yeah, you don't read. Yeah. He made this big ass tower pillar explosion. You just like Endeavor.
One of the things I love about Bakugo's development is it's not meant to be these big leaps and jumps like Deku. Even though Deku is more,
in my opinion, they are big leaps and jumps. They're just not physical. They're mental.
Yeah,
sure, you can argue that, but I'm speaking specifically for his quirk. It's more so about the finite details, like flash grenade. You condensing it to a certain point so you can break the sound barrier to save Todoroki's brother.
And there you go. No, look. And there you go to save the brother. When he's gonna start utilizing his quirk is when he stops when he realizes, oh shit, I don't have to just fucking fight. That's why I think him mentally learning is his huge bright spots. He don't need to, just like how Eraserhead was saying, he don't need to just be he don't need to just be what's it called no more, just a strong dude. Like Deku catching up, because now Deku learning other things along with it, how to use his quirk and shit like that. Dude, Bakugo's just fucking fighting. But he's mentally getting there. Like his whole shine, how it's supposed to be, is he's mentally getting there. And then once he does that, you know what I'm saying, he gonna have other ways to use it, because he gonna be like, wait, I'm trying to do other things other than just fucking run hands.
But I seriously really wonder, like, can he shoot it from like his feet, almost like a Fire Force type of thing?
I mean, why wouldn't he? It's sweat.
Well, it just depends on like where it's allowed to be concentrated, I guess.
Also, he would have to take his shoes off for that.
No, I'm just saying, I'm talking about like, can he just hide it anywhere, or is it like his hands only?
I think
as of now, it's confirmed to be just the hands.
Yeah, I think it's just the hands.
Cause like, is he only like doing his hands because he thinks it's cool, like subconsciously, like subconsciously?
How they defined it is he just ignites the night, like he ignites it. Does that mean he uses his hands specifically? It's probably a lot easier that way on some Mustang shit.
How I interpret it is that he has specific pores on the skin of his palms that allow him to produce the nitroglycerin in order to explode it.
Because otherwise, why wouldn't he just make himself a bomb, or something like that?
I was like, well, he like kamikaze. I would love for Bakugo to do that.
Yeah, I don't think he can do that.
That sounds boring to me, unless it's like a kill yourself shit. I'm be real with you.
So exactly.
If you're not killing yourself, what the fuck you kamikaze for?
On the wiki, it specifically says on the wiki it's only excreted in this, like, on his palms. Okay. So he can't do it on his feet unless he gets a massive quirk
awakening.
Awakening evolution. Like, I mean, if it like, maybe they could like take some of the skin from his palms, put it on his feet, and like,
as far as I'm concerned, it can happen,
and like into a transplant or something, and get him to do that. But I don't know.
Question: if you get Trigger, right? So like, if Bakugo got Trigger, would he be able to do it?
No, his explosions will just be bigger. His quirk is, I think his quirk is centralized around his palms and nitroglycerin, so it would still stay there. Like, the guy who was able to make knives come out of his body, he can make them come out of anywhere. They were just small. So when he got hit with the trigger, like, his quirk still worked the same way, just to a greater degree. Bakugo's quirk would still be centered on his hands. It would just be greater explosions. Yeah, exactly.
I thought like Trigger did more to like force stuff. Like, yeah.
Nope.
I thought Trigger did more stuff than that.
Trigger
No.
just
I
amplifies
mean,
the
it made it
power.
stronger. That's definitely a lot.
I don't think it alters the power. I just think it
Like a
amplifies it.
fucking weirdo with the teeth.
So like, I wonder, can you like edit Trigger to like make a Nomu?
That's definitely not a us question, but I feel you. That's definitely a great one. I don't think we can answer that, but it'd be cool. That'd be, you know what I'm saying? It'd
Because
be cool.
Nomus are like nothing but like
Send about top
corpses.
5,
With,
we done. I'm going back to the regular slide now.
I don't know.
That wasn't for y'all, that was for them. We got top 5, you know what I'm saying? You love to see it, okay? Listen.
Can I bring us back to the chapter discussion real fast? There's something I forgot to bring up.
Boop. Yes.
So Ryugu called the Quirk Erasing Bullet a deleter round.
Mhm.
Do we like that?
That shit
'Cause-
raw.
Right. I thought it
That
kinda
shit raw. That
I
shit
thought-
raw.
I thought it hit. I was like, that's what we're calling it?
Originally,
Okay.
I
Oh, what?
was
Oh, we didn't talk about the
but-
fucking elephant in the room. Where's Makia headed? Who's there? What city? What store?
I'd rather not.
Oh.
Oh wait, is that? Wait, are those like Ochako's parents? Maybe.
That's Inko.
Or
Yeah. Well,
Wait.
like some people
wait,
are.
someone told me no. Who told me no?
Right.
Is that
Okay.
you?
So
You said
people.
I mean, it's a debate. You don't
Portia,
know for
let me
sure.
talk.
We don't know.
So people on Twitter are arguing because even though it looks like the bike and panel that Inko had that they showed in previous chapters, people are saying that based on where they actually live, it wouldn't make sense for her to have biked all the way to that far of a city away. So
Okay.
So some people are saying it is. Some people are saying it's a misdirection Oda thing. But
thought
it,
it was
I didn't even
Ochako's
see it.
parents.
I don't know about misdirection because I sure as fuck didn't see it until y'all asses pointed out.
Yeah, it's so tiny. Like it's literally just a bike. Like it's just the fact that we saw her with a bike. I mean, I hope it's that, but if it's not a big deal.
I thought it was
I
Ochako.
need you to stop hoping. Wait, hold on, come on, bro. We talked about this. Mamas can't die.
But Townsy, I just gotta say I actually have to head out. So thank you very much for having me.
No, I appreciate it. No, you good. I appreciate you for coming through. Listen, we about to end soon, anyways.
All right, you guys take care.
You have a great rest of your night, brother, man.
See you later.
Alright.
Good night, man.
All right, finishing thoughts, friends. Hello. Oh, Emerald City, the gang in this mug. Okay, listen, we here. Freedom State be coming through sometime. Any finishing thoughts, friends? Though finishing thoughts.
Makia is scary, and I really don't want any moms to be bodied,
None.
especially Inko.
That would be sad. Yeah.
That would be
yeah,
great. Don't do
This
that.
innocent lady.
I don't want any moms to be bodied either. But I did say earlier
So
that
that's
if
Save Inko, kill the rest. I don't fucking care.
I did say
I
earlier
like Inko
that
more than her
if-
own damn son. I'm listening. My bad. I'm sorry.
I did say earlier that if Inko does die, then her funeral would be a good way to introduce Deku's dad into the story.
That'd be nice.
So,
Be nice.
but yeah, that's the last finishing thought that I had.
Make it happen.
Portia's last thought was fucking kill them all. Vontae, last thoughts?
That was not my last thought.
Here you
For me, oh man, it would be sad if it was Inko. If she ends up getting, I don't want to say it, but yeah, that'd be very sad. Hopefully, that whole meme doesn't come true. What Twitchy had said earlier about the other MCs laughing at Deku because his mother didn't die.
no. Oh no. No. None of that.
I couldn't find it. I really wish I could, but I
I'm
just
glad you didn't.
yeah.
Send it to me. Find it.
But yeah, I'm just intrigued chapter to chapter. I'm just waiting for the next one. That's all I got though.
Chapter to chapter is hidden, and I assume the binge would hit as well. This has been a clean, fun, longest fucking podcast we've done so far. It's about damn near 3 hours now. You know what I'm saying? Look, Hero City podcast out here. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Listen, man. And again, like how I said last time, shout out to all y'all in the premiere. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Y'all motherfuckers be pulling up. Getting that. Listen. More of y'all pull up to the light. Listen. Tell your friends. Look, we be out here. We gonna again. Listen, we gonna try to do it every week sometime. Listen, man, if it's not every week, listen, we sorry. We sorry. But no, nonetheless, I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for coming through. My squad, y'all already know what's going on. But listen, vice mayors, we got the Townzie Pirates in this mug. Listen, appreciate y'all for coming through as per usual. My friends, my buddies, my pals, all that. But yeah, we gotta get the fuck up out of here, dog. It's been too damn long. So like I always say, leave a like, comment, subscribe, pull up to the Twitch, pull up to the Discord. Y'all have a good ass night.